Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky Christian University football as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the KCU Knights live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to Knights Stadium and count down to kickoff and KCU football live on Kool TV.
And hello again, everybody, and welcome to Kentucky Christian University football here on the Kool Hit Sports Network. I'm Chauncey Griffith, along with Coach Brent Terry, and we're so glad to have you along for KCU football. It's been a while. It's been a while for me anyway. Glad to be back. Glad to have you along. And Coach Terry, looks to be a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, we got two teams here that trying to get their season turned around, both currently with losing records. Bluefield coming in 3-4 today, but KCU coming in this week, coming off their first win of the year.
That's
so
right.
They got to be excited to get back on campus, and it's always a good week of practice when you're coming off a win, and they got to be excited taking on even though a 3-4, a pretty good Bluefield team today.
No doubt about it. Both teams, as you mentioned, losing records. They're both coming in at 1-2 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. A win would put either team at 500 in the conference, and that's kind of a big deal this time of year, especially for KCU. A rebuilding year, I guess you would say, and putting things together, putting things in places where they need to be. And in talking with Coach Aubrey a few minutes ago, his team's in a good place. And he's excited about the product they're going to be putting out tonight.
Yeah, winning cures a lot of things.
That's right.
It makes dinner taste better down at the mess hall, and takes the sweet tea taste even sweeter, and everything's a lot better when you win a football game, and especially when you haven't done it in a while.
Sure.
And these kids hadn't tasted that level of success. They hadn't tasted that bus ride home, knowing that they got the victory, and so that's a good thing for them, and I'm sure that impacted this week's of practice, and I'm sure it impacts everybody's mood from the managers and the trainers all the way to the head coach. And so you put in a good week, and you're anxious to get back out and see if you can repeat that mojo that you had last week.
Absolutely. Bluefield coming in on a 3-game losing streak, and I'll tell you what, Coach, we'll talk about that when we come back. We're going to step out for our first break. This is Kentucky Christian University football on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall in the bluegrass, days at the track, nights on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
And we're back in Grayson. Glad to have you along. It's KCU and it's the Bluefield Rams in Appalachian Athletic Football Conference action here tonight, Coach. And I mentioned before we went to break, the Bluefield Rams coming. They were preseason number 2 in the conference, coming in 3-4 on the season, 1-2 in conference play. Their last game was against a familiar foe for KCU, the Pikeville Bears, and they lost that one in a high-scoring affair, 52-41 last week on October 21st. That was a home game for Bluefield. But I got the feeling they're wanting to get back in their winning ways tonight.
Yeah, their problem has not been on offense. They've put
That's
up
right.
some pretty good numbers. You look at their team statistics. They're averaging just shy of 430 yards of offense per game. That's pretty impressive output on offense. And so they do it mostly through the air. We're going to see the ball in the air a ton tonight.
Sure.
They're averaging 334 yards per game, putting up 35 points per game. The problem is they're giving up 38 points a game.
There you go.
So, you're putting some points on the board, but they've had a hard time slowing people down. So, you're going to give up some stuff on defense today if you're KCU. You just know that coming in. They're a good offense. It's hard to get these guys stopped.
Sure.
So the offense has got to keep pace, and that's what you're going to look at today. There'll be a number of ways of doing that. I'm sure they'll try to slow the game down a little bit, keep ahead of the sticks, try to stay in favorable down and distances, take plenty of time off the play clock, try to keep that potent Bluefield offense off the field as much as they can. But they got to take they got to be good on third down, and when they do get the ball in the red zone or they do get a turnover, they got to be able to cash it in if they're going to keep pace with the Rams.
I didn't ask this question to Coach Aubrey. I'm going to ask you this question. Knowing what we know about Bluefield, knowing what we know about KCU, what is the key to a Kentucky Christian University victory?
Well, in a game like this where you're expecting your offense to keep pace and maybe, you don't know if you can keep up with them or not, usually the thing you look at is stealing some possession.
Sure.
How do you get a couple of extra possessions on that team? And so you either do that with maybe a trick play here or there.
Yep.
You do it with a fake punt here or there. You keep
special teams. Yep.
Special teams.
Yep.
You keep a possession alive that would normally end in a punt. Maybe you get a surprise onside kick. But with the record right now and with it, you got nothing to lose. Let it all hang out. Free will it, we'll see, where the coach has got a little riverboat in him today, so you got to see if he can gamble some and see if they can make some things happen.
I like it, Coach. We're going to step out and take our second break of this pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from the man himself, Coach Jason Aubrey, get his comments on this upcoming football game tonight, and then we'll come back and go over some starting lineups, a little more preview of tonight's game, and then a whole lot of football coming your way here on the Kool Hits Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
Back in Grayson, we're now joined by KCU head coach Jason Aubrey. Coach, thanks for giving us a little time here in the pregame.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, first of all, I want to say congratulations on a win.
That's great. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a great thing to get a win underneath your belt, but the bad thing and the good thing about football is you always have next week.
Hey,
you're only as good as your last game. So right now our last game was that one. We got the victory. Great.
Yep.
But now this one's right in front of us, so we're excited about it.
So coming off of a week like that last week, how's this week of practice going?
It's been good. It's been good. We've been able to, keep the energy high, and what we're doing is, we want to make sure our guys are healthy, getting into these last few weeks.
Sure.
And so we're cutting practice time down a little bit, but we're going, a little more intense.
Sure.
But we're doing it the right way, and we're making sure that they're healthy and ready to compete in their next game.
This time of year, you kind of have things scaled down. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what you want to do because, your body breaks down. But, we need to keep our guys playing at a high level, that's what you have to do throughout the week.
Coach, what do you know about Bluefield?
Bluefield's a good team. They're gonna try to hit us with big plays.
Yep.
That's how they score. They score on big plays, and we need to keep their big plays to a minimum.
Yes, sir.
And what we need to do is we need to play mistake-free football. We need to hold on to the ball, and this is what I'm thinking. It's the team that has the least amount of mistakes today that's going to get the victory.
Makes sense to me, Coach. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back in Grayson, glad to have you along. It's Kentucky Christian University football on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Today it's another AAC conference matchup with the Bluefield Rams. And Coach Terry, we talked about it. Both teams coming in with a losing record. They're both 1-2 in the conference. And both teams, Kentucky Christian wanting to stay on their winning ways after their first win of the season. Bluefield looking to get back into the win column. Talk about this matchup.
Well, if KCU wants to get back in that win column, make it 2 weeks in a row, defensively, they're going to have to keep their eyes on Bluefield quarterback Nathan Hurstick.
Sure.
Junior quarterback, 160 completions out of 290 attempts, about 55% of his throws, which is pretty good.
Yes, sir.
You like to see that number up around 60, but still that's a bunch of attempts, 2,316 yards. So he's averaging 330 yards a game through the air. Now, here's the thing about old Nathan. He's also carried the ball more than anyone else on their team. Now, he's not their leading rusher, but he has 69 rush attempts so far, which it leads their team. They kind of spread it around to some other running backs. But that's the guy you got to slow down if you're going to beat the Rams. You got to keep him under control. And just as Coach Aubrey was talking about in the pregame interview there, they're a big play offense. They're going to take their shots down the field. They are not scared to air it out. Obviously, you look at these statistics and know that. But they like to push the ball down the field. They're not going to dink and dunk. So you got to try to keep their big plays at a minimum, try to keep those chunk yards down. And that's one of the ways to try to keep them under control, force them into running the football and slowing the game down a little bit, and that'll help your offense keep pace.
I'm with you, Coach. You see, if you're watching on the Kool TV, you'll see it's going to be KCU football to start things out. So we'll get a look at that KCU offense first thing here this evening. We're going to take a look real quick at the starting lineups for both teams offensively. Kentucky Christian University, quarterback Malleus Kane, at running back Hezekiah Hunter, receivers Javonte Anderson, DT Gideon, Christian Estes, and tight end Somi Azubuike. Up front, center is going to be John Hackler, left guard Tyler Wages, left tackle Jacob Casey, right guard Eli Polly, right tackle Kenny McGill. For the Rams of Bluefield offensively, starting lineup looks something like this. Quarterback Nathan Hersich, running back Tyler Coleman, receivers Jules Gray, Gage Chambers. Up front, offensively, center C.J. Price, left guard, and Tafine Murphy, left tackle Jermaine Baker, right guard Jeriah Riley, and right tackle Eli Morgan. And we're going to step out and take our last break of the pregame show for the national anthem, and we'll be back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
Refresh,
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
And we're back in Grayson, and it's football time here in Grayson, Kentucky, on the campus of Kentucky Christian University. It's KCU and it's Bluefield. It's going to be KCU football first. For the Rams, kicker Riley Stubbs out there. And we see, if you're watching on your screen, the starters for the defensive unit for KCU. We'll talk more about those here in a few moments. But Coach Aubrey and his staff, the sideline seems to have pretty good atmosphere, Coach. And I think this might be a pretty good matchup. What do you think?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Kind of by the both of them have played St. Andrews, and they came up. KCU comes up with a victory against St. Andrews, and so does Bluefield, but it was by a few more points. So we'll see how it matches up. We're underway.
Yes, sir. We are underway. Hezekiah Hunter, the returner, trying to make something happen there. Get it. He gets it across the 25. I think they're going to say he was down right around the 25, maybe the 26. So it'll be 1st and 10 KCU from their own 26-yard line. We see Malleus Kane back in the lineup this week.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I thought I saw 12 go in the huddle there.
I think you're right.
I think it's going to be Baden Gillespie who led them to the victory last week. So it looks. I know he's got that on the 2 deep there, but you just never know. You never know who's going to come out there. But are they both out there to get? No, that's Baden.
Yes, sir. Baden scrambles out to the right, throws it, and he's got his guy, and a decent gain on 1st down. Trying to get a number for you. Is that 84, I believe? Yeah, that's Davari Morris out there making the grab. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 yard or 2 yards to go after an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, right off the bat, they move the pocket, little play action fake, and they take Baden, the left-handed thrower, and roll him to the right. A nice little out route completed there, and they get themselves, we just talked about earlier, being in positive and good down and distance situations, and it's a good start.
2nd down, 2 yards to go. 2 receivers out wide to the left, a handoff on 2nd down. Nothing doing there. I think he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. We'll wait and see where they spot him at. Maybe a pickup of a couple inches, but that's about it.
Short gain brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, they try to give the ball to Jamari there, try to get him off and running. Bluefield in a 3-down alignment right now, and we'll see what they do here on 3rd and short. But not much running room there on the interior, and that'll be something to keep an eye on, whether that KCU offensive line can get any push and get the running game off and going. So 3rd and short. Another chance to keep the chains moving.
Absolutely. 2 backs in the backfield. Gillespie takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff. This time it's going to go to Austin Howard. He charges ahead, picks up a yard, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 1 yard to go.
Yeah, and right off the bat, an interesting decision here. 4th and short. Does Coach Aubrey want to keep the offense out on the field? And it looks like he's not going to do it. But you seen there, if you're watching on the TV, on the video version there, Bluefield really crowded the line of scrimmage, played 0 man-to-man on the outside, and really was anticipating inside run there from KCU.
Yes, sir. You are correct there. We see the punt unit on. And a high punt. Connor Ignacio got a hold of that one. It's going to drop at about the 36 and take a KCU roll all the way down to the 27-yard line. So be 1st and 10 Bluefield from their own 27. First look at this Bluefield offense. Kentucky Christian defensive starters, something like this. Up front, Carrero at nose, tackle Montrezis Hopkins, 2 ends, they're Nathan and Hill. And on 1st down we see a handoff, nothing doing there. That interior line I was just talking about there, Coach, gobbled that one up.
Yeah, they were all over the inside run there until they go to a little zone read, and they try to read the back side of that play there, and the left defensive end for KCU coming downhill hard and makes a play from the backside.
2nd down, 9 yards to go, 1 yard pickup, 2-by-2 set. Quarterback drops back to pass. Under some pressure, he's forced to scramble out. Has his man out in the flats for a decent pickup on 2nd down. Give him about 4 yards, make it 3rd and 5, but good pass coverage by the Knights.
Yeah, kind of hit. 3rd down. Hurstreet's doing kind of what he does best and keeping that play alive, and gets out of the pocket even though he had a little pressure, keeps his eyes downfield and finds somebody for at least a little positive yard. So a chance for the KCU defense to get Bluefield off the field here on the first possession.
I was watching Hurstreet in pregame. I was down on the field, and you see as he throws a little wheel route to his back out of the backfield, And it is caught, but not enough for the first down. I do believe that's Coleman, who's forced out of bounds at about the 39-yard line, make it 4th and 4. Coach, I noticed Hersich, as we see the punt unit coming on the field, so a 3-and-out for Bluefield. But Hersich, his release is a sidearm release, and I tell you what, he can put that ball on a line.
Yeah, he does. Looks like he does have a strong arm. Trayon Finley right there was really with a lot of pressure. That left defensive side really pushing the pocket there and forcing him to make a quick throw to the back, not allow him to push that ball down the field.
A fair catch made at about the 24-yard line. A little bit of contact there, and you see maybe a little bit of theatrics as well. They're wanting a flag. I don't think they're going to get one.
Yeah, Hezekiah, not a drama major, I don't believe.
No.
A little delayed reaction there, trying to draw the penalty for a fair catch interference there. But
that usually works in basketball. You see on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
42-yard
a little bit of a delayed reaction, Coach.
Yeah, that was anything to get a penalty. I think in the NBA that's a technical foul for flopping, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You know what? If I was wearing a hat, I would have taken it off right there for the effort. You know what?
Yeah. So nothing doing there, but a good stop. Good to get that high-powered Bluefield offense off the field and see if the offense can put together a few first downs here.
Gillespie with the handoff. That's Jamari Wilson trying to get the edge, and he does just that. Almost went out of bounds, Coach, but I tell you what, fancy footwork got him a few more yards. He's got the first.
And that few more yards, like you said, that few more yards was the difference between second short and a new set of downs there.
Absolutely. And you hear I hope that the atmosphere here in the stadium comes through our microphones. The crowd into this game so far.
Yeah, nice crowd on hand. It's a nice evening for football. Looks like the rain is held off at least for now, and so this late in October we got kind of Indian summer weather. So beautiful night here on campus.
Absolutely. First down, 10 yards to go for KCU from their own 36-yard line. Baden Gillespie's going to hand it off to Howard again. He's charging ahead. I tell you what, Coach, a couple of good carries for Jamari Wilson. And KCU almost out to midfield.
Yeah, listen, that run right there, right behind number 69, Brandon Wilson, big offensive lineman, 6'4", 235, that left tackle spot for KCU, and he's getting a good push on that Bluefield defensive line right now, and they're able to kind of stick it up in there and get some inside yard runs there, and that's going to be one of the keys we talked about, keeping the chains moving and keeping the clock rolling.
Absolutely. Two receivers to the short side of the field as Gillespie takes the snap, hands it off again to Wilson. Wilson cutting outside, trying to get the edge again. Not quite able to do so, but he does get a couple here on second down, make it third and really short.
Yeah, they did a nice job, just inside zone run there. They kind of Bluefield with a pinch call, both defensive ends kind of angling inside. The KCU line kind of gobs it up, and Wilson does a nice job of bouncing that thing for a few yards.
My guess is the defensive coordinator picked up on what you picked up right there.
Yeah, they just they were getting a little push. So they just wanted to kind of do something to make sure they had that B-gap interior solidified.
On 3rd and 1, two receivers to the left, one to the right.
Baden giving a few signals there. Those dummy calls, or we're going to throw it out here on the perimeter.
Another handoff. He's going to get positive yardage. It's going to depend on the spot here. Jamari Wilson, after initial contact, and one thing I'll say about Wilson as the chains are moving, Coach, it's first down KCU. One thing I'll say about Wilson, never ever stops his feet.
Yeah, he did a nice job hitting him. But that was one of the first gap scheme runs we've seen out of KCU today, and Wilson did a nice job, like you said, squaring the shoulders and understanding the down and distance right there. Not trying to break it off for 60 or 70. Just say we need two right here. Right. So he squares his shoulders, sticks it in the gap where it's supposed to go, and a little push from the offensive line. And like you said, that leg drive moves the chains.
Yes, sir. 1st and 10, KCU from their own 46-yard line now. And here we go. Another handoff. You see a flag over on this sideline. The handoff goes to Wilson. He's going to get a yard, but let's wait and see what the flag is here, Coach.
Yeah, thrown by the headlines and over here on the KCU sideline. So
offside offense number 10 wide up in the neutral zone.
Okay, so we had a receiver for KCU lined up in the neutral zone, so it's going to back them up 5 yards. It'll be first down all over again.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
No.
Usually those receivers will ask the head linesman, hey, am I on? I'm on, and they'll give you, they'll communicate with you and tell you whether to back up or not. So unusual to see that, but look like Javante Anderson might have been the guilty party there.
That's something. I know I was a high school receivers coach, and you've coached everything in the game of football numerous times. That's one of the things you definitely coach your kids to do. Check with the official over there. They're always willing to. Hey, you got to back up a little bit.
Yeah, and I see Javante checking with the head linesman right there,
right.
just to make sure. So,
1st and 15 now from the 41. Gillespie's going to keep it himself. He's under pressure, though. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. A great job there by big number 1, I believe. Is that number 1, Coach? Number 4, I'm sorry. You see on the instant replay here, Logan Patron doing a great job there at this right side defensive end, just getting the penetration.
Baden and Austin right here, he hangs on to that thing. They're obviously running a power read play right there, and the inside guy came off the down block right there. He made the correct read. The outside end, the defensive end, did expand with
right.
Austin, but they lost one of the inside blocks there. And so as Baden tried to turn it up, they were right there to get him. So take a loss of yards there. And you can see KCU doing a good job of taking as much of the play clock as they can, trying to keep that Bluefield offense off the field. But to here find themselves behind the chains.
2nd down at 18, another handoff. Couple yards is all. Jamari Wilson hit at the line of scrimmage but falls forward.
Yeah, that was number 12, Quincy Robinson, coming in and making that play there. Quincy is 6'3", 240-pound senior out of Wilmington, North Carolina, comes darting in there and gets Jamari kind of a low tackle there around the hips and gets him down. That's the way you got to tackle those guys that have that good leg drive like you were talking about earlier. You don't take those guys on high. You hip tackle them. You get them right on the hip, shoot those arms, get them around the legs, and you can bring them down. So KCU really behind the change here. 3rd and 17. Do they take the conservative approach, draw a screen, and just try to get out here and punt the football, or are they going to try to push the ball down the field?
Clock down to almost 6 minutes to go here in the first. KCU with a handoff on 3rd down. A few yards here. They're not quite back to the original line of scrimmage. Give him 3, maybe 4 on this pickup. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 yards to go.
Yeah, Jared Hoke right there.
I'm sorry, 4th down.
Yeah, 4th down. Jared Hoke on the tackle there. Makes a nice short tackle. The Rams had a few guys up on the line, but just as we thought, KCU conservative there, not wanting to make the big mistake, not trying to make a turnover, and trying to keep all these possessions in and in a kick.
Connor Ignacio, and that's not good news for KCU right there as that's picked up, and it's going to be a touchdown Bluefield.
28, returning for a touchdown. Bluefield.
Points on the board for Bluefield first.
And you hate to see it come from the special teams like that. But when you see the replay here, you're just going to see that interior gets a good push, and they're able to push that wall, that second level wall, back into the kicker. And
somebody got a hand on that, and Elijah Padgett was the guy who scooped it up and took it to the house.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got a hand on it. He might have kicked it right into the back of one of that second wall right there.
One of his personal protectors, yeah.
And then Patton able to pick it up and convert it not only for the block punt, but convert it into 6 points.
So with 5:28 to go here in the first, the score is Bluefield 7, Kentucky Christian University 0. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
And we're back just in time for the kickoff. Bluefield with a special teams touchdown. And here we go. Kicks in the air, and it's a good one. Caught on the 1 yard line, and bringing it out is going to be Hezekiah Hunter with some room to run. He gets it across the 35, down almost to the 40-yard line, Coach. He found a seam and took off. Hezekiah Hunter with a great kickoff return here from the 1 yard line.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have a call here back here on about the 25-yard line.
Yep.
It's either going to be a holding or a block in the back.
It is a hold on the return team, so it's coming back.
I think they get number 43, Jacob Wright. That's a tough call. That hold occurred in between the numbers and the hash while Hezekiah was running basically between the hashes. So just an unnecessary call, really. You kind of hate to see that.
KCU,
Still be 1st and 10 for KCU from their own 16-yard line now. So the deepest they've been in their own territory. Had some success last series moving the football, but on a punt, obviously that's where the touchdown came from. So we're going to get another look at KCU's offense here. Gillespie takes a snap, fake handoff. He's going to sprint out, has a guy, and the pass is complete. About a 10-yard gain, close to a 10-yard gain anyway. I don't think it's going to be enough for the first down, though, Coach.
Yeah, I believe they are going to give him a first down right there. Brandon does a good job of getting to the sticks right there. It's Brandon Long just running a little curl route kind of in between the zone coverage right there. And again, they move Braden out to the right, even though he's a left-handed thrower, and does a good job of getting his shoulder square, getting downhill, and puts the ball right on the numbers. And an 0-4 Braden Long there makes a nice catch and gets enough for the first.
1st and 10, Kentucky Christian University. Ball now on the 26-yard line. Gillespie's going to take the snap, a handoff up the middle. Again, it's going to go to Jamari Wilson, trying to make something happen there. Got through the initial line, though, Coach, and got into some traffic after that.
Yeah, that's not a bad first down run right there.
Right.
That's 4 or 5 yards and on an inside zone play. We'll take that on first down. That opens up a lot of things you can do here on second down.
Yes, sir. Second down, 6 yards to go. And like you said, on a first down run play, 3-4 yards is that's what you're asking for.
Yeah, 3.5, 4 yards is what you want there when you especially going to run inside zone there. If you can get that accomplished on first down, it just opens up things on second.
Yes, sir. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Ball shaded over toward the right side. Gillespie's forced to sprint out. I think it might have been, Coach, a design sprint out play. I'm not sure. He was definitely under pressure, though.
Yeah, they Bluefield goes from a 3 down to a 4 down right there at the last second. They do some shifting and like I said, a design rollout, and that was Harold Griffith giving chase right there. 6 foot, 280-pound junior, kind of chasing him out of bounds and showing some good speed there because Baden Gillespie can go pretty good himself, but the big defensive end chasing him out of bounds.
We've seen Baden Gillespie for years when he played high school at Lawrence County out of Louisa, Kentucky. We know he's capable of a big play using his feet. As it's 3rd down and 8 yards to go, another handoff. This time, again, it goes to Wilson, and he's gobbled up in the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they go with a power run scheme right there, basically an off tackle or V-gap power, and big number 4, Logan Patton not having anything to do with there. They bring him up as a defensive end, listed as a linebacker, but in that kind of scheme where they're kind of they want to get a little more quickness on the field there for 3rd down.
Right.
He rolls up as a defensive end. They're not able to trap him, so he blows that up, and that's going to be 4th down.
Back deep to return is Tyrese Wolf, a high punt. Going to drop right about the 40-yard line. Wolf dives to catch it, and he's down at the 40. So it'll be first down, 10 yards to go now for Bluefield. And all intents and purposes, Coach, it's 7-0 Bluefield, but we've not seen much out of their offense yet.
No, this is only they've run 3 plays. They're 3 plays and they're up 7-0, which you hate to see. When you're talking about how do you get an upset, you steal a possession here or there and you get a special teams touchdown, not the other way around. So we'll see if the defense can get them off the field again. Last time they 3 plays for 6 yards, so we'll see what they got here.
Persich drops back, looking to throwing it down the sideline. And I tell you what, Coach, he put that one right where it needed to be, and the catch is made by George Adjai, I believe is how you pronounce that. Adjai.
Yeah, and he looked agile right there.
Yes, sir. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because on number 6, they get one-on-one coverage down the outside. You can see it down the left numbers right there. It takes just a second to launch that thing. Not bad coverage, but Adjai goes up and gets it.
On first down, a handoff. Couple yards, maybe. Give him a pickup about 3, maybe 4 yards. So it'll be, I take that back. Give him about 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go now.
First down run on for a gain of 6. That pass is incomplete.
That pass falls incomplete, makes it third down.
That KCU defensive line doing a nice job putting a little pressure. They're not allowing him to set back there right now. Most of that pressure coming from 91 Trayvon Finley. And from that left defensive side, as they bring him off the field here, and they bring in a guy that we talk about all the time on here, Trent Hill comes in at defensive end to give him a spell, and they're going to actually drop Trent there.
Pass out in the flats. The ball's loose, but it's going to go out of bounds, and we'll see where they spot this football. But it's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, you can see on the replay here, they just go with the kind of bubble screen there. They got a little bit of off coverage from KCU, and Hurstick takes it, snaps it out to the flat really quick, and able to pick up the first down, even though a nice job of chasing it down there. Not able to corral him before he gets the first down.
Jules Gray, the receiver there, and we have a time. It was enough for the first. We have a timeout on the field to a down player over around the 10-yard line there. It's a KCU night. We're going to step out for just 1 minute, and we'll be back right after this. Again, the score with 1 minute, 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bluefield 7, Kentucky Christian University 0. Back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all.
David Gale, the down player, a handoff. On first down, nothing doing there. Gale made his way off on his own accord, so thankful for that. And this is the play coming out of that injury timeout. Gain of 1 yard, and the handoff went to Tyler Coleman, Coach.
Yeah, Tyler, they're trying to slam it up inside there just to give them enough run to keep that KCU defense off balance just a little bit, but the Rams want to throw it.
Yes, sir, and they're going to do just that into the end zone. Had his guy overthrown, incomplete. Third down. Intended receiver was Gage Chambers. And, Coach, he had his man off the mark.
Yeah, Hurstich had Chambers on a little skinny post there right over the middle, and he was open but just kind of overshot him a little bit.
That's right.
So a big third down here.
3rd and 9 for the Rams. KCU defense looking to get a stop here. Spreading the field 2-by-2 set, running back offset to the right of Hersich. He drops back, has his man thrown into the flats on a slant route, avoiding some contact. Touchdown Bluefield. That receiver is number 7 there, Coach. That's
across the middle for a
Agi again.
Yeah,
I'm sorry on the pronunciation.
Yeah, George Agi right there, just taking the quick slant. They do a good job. You'll see that KCU tries to bring a little pressure off the slot from that inside backer, but the safety is too far away from him, and he hits him on the quick slant from the outside and crosses his face and then breaks a few tackles on into the touchdown. A nice-looking play there from the Rams.
Absolutely. You see the PAT goes up, and it's good as well.
And
that's Riley Stubbs, the kicker. He's going to make it 14-0 now with 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. KCU trails by 14 to the Bluefield Rams. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
And the kick's in the air, and it's going to go into the end zone, Coach.
Yeah, that one 5 or 6 yards deep, really no choice but to go ahead and take a knee right there and get the KCU offense back on field. So with just 44 seconds left here to go in the first quarter, an important possession, Chance, because you don't want to lose touch with these guys.
Sure.
Still in the ball game after the first quarter, you give up 1 touchdown on defense, 1 on special teams, but the offense still hasn't done much, So we'll see whether they let Baden kind of turn it loose here just a little bit. He's 2 for 2 for 18 yards. Jamari does have already has 9 carries for 31, but got to keep him. Can't just rely solely on Jamari to be able to take it up in there on all these inside runs. Baden's going to have to be able to. They're going to have to let Baden throw the ball a little bit, I think, here to keep Bluefield off balance.
1st and 10 from the 25. A handoff goes to Wilson. He tries to get the edge, tackled in the open field, picks up a couple yards. That's it.
Yeah, really nice job there from the Bluefield safety coming downhill. Emmanuel Reed did a really nice job, what we call running off the roof right there. He's kind of on the peak, and he's running downhill through that alley and does a good job of not being suckered up inside and waits for the bounce and comes downhill and makes a sure tackle.
Absolutely. As the clock down to 12 seconds, still rolling. KCU, though, lining up offense. I guess they're going to get one more play.
Yeah, you might expect them just to let this thing roll out here and take the quarter. They don't?
No, sir. They drop back to throw, and it's caught over the middle of the field. And with some room to run, that is Davari Morris down the sideline. Gets it across midfield, out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So KCU ending the first quarter with a big play, Coach.
Yeah, good to see Baden complete the little slant, and they're able to take advantage of it and get a nice chunk play to end the quarter.
Yes, sir. You see there he's in some traffic when he makes the catch, but he turns on the jets.
Yeah, a nice hands catcher, reaches up and catches the ball away from his body and does a nice job of avoiding a couple of the linebackers as he crosses the field and would move the ball across the 50-yard line into Ram territory for the first time today.
Yes, sir. At the end of one, your score, Bluefield Rams 14, Kentucky Christian University Knights at 0. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your state senator, Robin.
And the first play of the second quarter is a handoff to Jamari Wilson up the center of the formation, Coach. Give him a few yards here on first down.
Yeah, it was good to see Baden in the quarter there with a nice pass. He goes 3 for 3 in that quarter for 49 yards. It's Jamari's 10th carry of the game, and he hits it up in there for 3. So going to have a 2nd and 7. Jamari already with 10 carries for 33 yards. Austin Howard also has a carry, and Baden's kept it. Well, I guess been on one of those was the sack for -5. But some offensive production. They've moved the ball into Ram territory, and we'll see if they can stay in touch with the Rams here and cash one in.
That's right. 2nd down, 7 yards to go now. They're moving left to right on your TV screen. Handoff. Nope, a fake handoff. Gillespie has his guy. And I tell you what, Coach, another first down KCU. Braden Long, the receiver there, hit as he made the catch, but he held on to the football.
Yeah, 2nd or 3rd time we've seen that today. They're getting a nice little play fake in there to Jamari. That's holding the linebackers in tight in that box right there, and they're letting Baden sprint out to his right. A little hook there from Long. Go down, run the little curl route, getting a little flat curl combination. And Baden throwing the ball well, throwing the ball accurately. Makes him 4 for 4 on the day so far.
Very efficient so far, Coach. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line now. KCU knocking on the door of the red zone. As Gillespie takes a snap, he's going to hand it off this time to Wilson. Wilson, one man to beat out there. Gets the edge, but another defender in his face, nowhere to go. He's kind of forced out of bounds there after a yard or two.
Yeah, that looked like coming down here there was Jared Houck again. That we talked about him earlier making that play, and he kind of slowed him down, but Jamari kind of beat him to the corner, and then he had a little support there from number 4, Logan Patton, as he kind of came up from his corner spot and kind of helped out there. Or I guess Logan's playing on the inside there, came in from his inside linebacker spot to help out.
Great pursuit by him.
Yeah, nice job, and not counting on your buddy to do it.
That's
Run
right.
into the ball and make sure you're getting a lot of white hats to the football. Throw it deep, son.
A kind of a messed up situation here, Coach. You see flags flying. Most people thought there was no play, but the ball was snapped.
Yeah, so that's a college versus high school thing there.
That's right.
Baden may not have realized as you see here on they get them with the hard count. The Rams jump into the neutral zone, and the center does the right thing. He snaps the ball. Now everybody's got to keep playing. That's a live football in college. Now in high school, they blow that thing dead as soon as you cross into the neutral zone and there's no play. But that's the old free play that you get in college. And so you like to see as soon as that happens, the one receiver should stay right on the line of scrimmage and be an outlet, and the other one should go deep. And so if you got to throw it quick, you can throw it out there fast. If you got a little bit of time, you can chuck it deep and not worry about the results.
It's a free play.
That's right. If it's intercepted, if something bad happens, then you come back and take the penalty.
Decline. Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. On first down.
All right, so you end up with the free play there, and I'm not sure who the face mask was on, but nevertheless, will decline the offsides penalty and take the personal foul face mask, and that puts KCU inside the red zone
For the first time tonight.
Yep.
So a pretty good turn of events there. 2 penalties, both of them go against the Rams.
Yeah, and a good job by the KCU center there, kind of getting that started by recognizing
That's right.
the Rams being in the neutral zone and snapping the ball.
Yes, sir. As Gillespie takes a snap here, handoff to Wilson with room to run. He shakes off a tackler, and it's a touchdown KCU from 13 yards out. But I do see some dirty laundry over on the field here, Coach, around the 12-yard line. So we'll wait and see.
Yeah, but I believe it's going to be offside. I think the Rams are lined up in the neutral zone. I think it's going to count.
Offside. Defense number 0.
Yes, sir. You had that one right. Penalty decline. So KCU with points on the board here, Coach.
Yeah, a really nice drive, helped out by a couple penalties, but really helped out by a couple Baden Gillespie passes.
Right.
As he hits a nice slant in the first quarter, gets the flat curl combination, gets the curl part of it there to move the chains, and then Jamari Wilson does the rest on a little inside zone A-gap run and splits that Ram defense for 6.
Connor Ignacio looking to tack on one more, and he does just that. So with 12:16 to go here before the half, your score, Bluefield Rams 14, Kentucky Christian University 7. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
The kick's in the air. It's going to drop at about the 24-yard line. It's going to be caught over on about the 24-yard line, Coach, by number 11. That's Michael Banks, and he's hit hard out of bounds.
Yeah, did a good job of covering that kick there, and they get the big play, get the big hit there along the sideline, and so some excitement down there on that KCU sideline. And right now, I see Coach Aubrey out on the field, really giving the head linesman the what for right now. I'm not seeing Coach Aubrey that animated in a long time.
No, sir. No, sir. And I feel like his team's following suit down there. There's a good electricity, I guess you'd say, down on the sideline.
Absolutely. Well, we talked about trying to stay in touch with the Rams right there, and you did not want to let them get the ball back without scoring there. So a great job from that KCU offense. They put that drive together, cash it in, and now that little excitement from the defense.
Hersich drops back to pass, throws it downfield on first down. A little bit of contact. Nothing called there. The ball goes. Flag way back here. So I guess we are going to have a little bit of laundry on the field, Coach.
Yeah, so that KCU sideline is going to be upset again. I'm going to tell you why, because they're going to call pass interference, but they didn't call it from the back judge. So the head linesman, who Coach Aubrey has been talking to pretty consistently today, comes down and actually makes the call along the boundary there. So the back judge keeps the flag in his pocket, but the head linesman makes the call, and so PI on the Knights.
And that just to add to that, the back judge was maybe 6 to 8 foot away from the receiver and the defender.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy came from far away.
From the line of scrimmage, that's right. Head linesman's along the line of scrimmage.
Coleman with a handoff, picking up enough for another first down here.
We're going to get another call here. We're going to have holding on the Rams right there, 87. I have to go through my roster here. That's going to be number 87, Jules Gray, holding for the Rams right there, and that's going to be right along the line of scrimmage. That's going to set them up in 1st and 20, but a pretty obvious hold there on that outside sweep.
Offense, 87.
Good call there, Coach. You saw that one.
First down.
So that'll back them up 10 yards. The first down, it'll be like that run never happened. They'll be first and a long way to go.
Yeah, and that's what the KCU defense needed right there.
That's right.
They catch a break. They have the PI kind of hurts them a little bit, but they catch a break here with the holding call. And so first and 20 now, chance to hopefully get them off the field.
And here we go, a 2-by-2 set for the Rams. Hersich in the backfield. Going to drop back to pass. Looking downfield, has his guy, and it's caught. He slipped as he made the catch. That's George Agi again, Coach. And ball just thrown a little bit off, and he had to come back to make the catch, and that's kind of what saved KCU there because he had some room to run.
Yeah, Xavier Sparrow was the DB on the coverage there. One of the few times KCU's brought some pressure there. They brought it off the right edge. The Rams picked it up. When you pick up that 5-man pressure, it gives them some time, and you're in that man coverage. It's tough to hang on that long.
Another handoff on first down and a lot of room to run. He's running backwards. That's Tyler Coleman still on his feet, still getting forward progress. He's going to be brought down somewhere around the 11-yard line. And, Coach, talk about second effort.
Yeah, you can see Tyler Coleman here that they go with just a little inside zone play, popular play, and he hits it back in the left B gap, and there's nobody in sight. Takes one hit there from one of the KCU safeties, but runs right through it and keeps his legs driving for probably another 6 or 7 yards.
That's right. Another handoff goes to Coleman. He's going to be brought down in the backfield, though, this time around. Great pressure there from the KCU defense, Coach, and a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's big. Number 91, we've called his name a few times today. That's Trayon Finley, and he's done a really nice job playing from that defensive end position today, and he tracks that one down from behind.
Absolutely. On second and a long way to go, Hersich drops back, sees the pressure, sprints out to his right, throws it downfield, has a guy inside the 5-yard line, and the catch is made. I don't think that's going to be enough for the first down. Receiver there is number 18, Coach, and I don't have him on my roster. He's right at the 5-yard line. That's Brendan Nunnally. So a pickup of about 10 yards makes it 3rd and 3, and we've got a whistle here. Do we have a timeout on the field? No, we have a down player.
Mm-hmm.
Another down player here for KCU. See the training staff attending to him. And, Coach, stringing together a little drive here at Bluefield.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of answering right here. We get the pass interference kind of moves them down a little bit, then the holding negates that, but then they've ripped off a couple big plays in a row, and KCU decided to ramp up the pressure a little bit, and they bring Ural Carrero right there, and he's able to flush Hurstich out of the pocket, but he just has a knack for making plays, and he keeps his eyes down the field and shoots one in there along the goal line, and but 3rd down, and able to hopefully, if they can here, get a stop on 3rd down. They can get a first down, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2 or 3. But not 3rd and goal. So they can get a first down here inside the 5-yard line. So if you could force them into a field goal attempt right here, that would be a big stop.
Absolutely, Coach. 3rd down, 2 yards to go now as Hersich with 2 backs in the backfield tries the hard count. A low snap. He's got to bend down to pick it up. And I tell you what, Coach, that gave the defenders just enough time for a quarterback sack here on 3rd down.
Yeah, they go hard count for some reason down on the goal line, and they try to get them off sides, and it looks like Finley almost jumped in the neutral zone, and the center tried to snap it, and when he did, it was low, and Hurstich not enough time to get rid of it. The other lineman didn't move, so KCU registers the sack and is going to force a field goal attempt.
Yes, sir. Field goal team on for Bluefield. Riley Stubbs, the kicker. This one from the 9-yard line. It's up. It's a high kick, and it splits the upright. So with 9 minutes to go before halftime, your score is going to be Bluefield 17, Kentucky Christian University 7. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back in Grayson, and Coach, it's 17-7. And the kick is in the air. I tell you what, he booted that one. That one lands in the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, that one that hit about 9 yards deep in the end zone and carried him into the soccer goal down there.
Don't see that very often, do you?
No. So a nice answer from Bluefield there. They come out and go 5 plays, 57 yards, and get the field goal. But at the same time, you can say nice job by the KCU defense, bowing their neck there at the end and holding them to a field goal. You got to count that as a win. We said, when this game started, Bluefield's going to score some points.
Sure.
So when they get in the red zone, holding them to a field goal is a big deal. That keeps you in touch. And so now it's going to be back up to this KCU offense to do it again. 1 touchdown's not going to win this game. We know it. So they got to be able to put together another drive.
1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. A handoff goes to Wilson. And he's going to pick up 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards here on 1st down. Make it 2nd down, 8 yards to go. And, Coach, we were talking there on the break about Nathan Hersich, the Bluefield quarterback. You mentioned in the pregame he was the team's leader in rush attempts coming into this game, and I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff for that offense, and he's not – I don't say this carefully. He's not particularly physically impressive.
Sure.
5'11", 180 pounds, but – man, his performance is impressive.
That's
He's
right.
got a great command of the offense. He's not afraid to chuck it deep. He's got a live arm, and he's doing it all for this Ram offense.
Gillespie hands it off to Wilson again. He's going to have almost enough for the 1st down. Not quite, though. Give him 8 yards. Actually, give him about 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and about a long 1, maybe 2 yards to go.
And it looks like the Rams have a D lineman down out there right now. So that'll give KCU here a chance to talk about Coach Aubrey and the staff a chance to talk about what they want to do and get a good play here for 3rd down and 3. Looks like one of their defensive linemen, maybe with a lower body injury there, not sure exactly. Sometimes in those piles there you can get rolled up a little bit.
That's right. Player making his way off, though. That is Kason Rigdal, defensive lineman.
I'm glad you can see that.
Yeah, something like that.
Print's a little bit small. My old eyes having just a little bit of trouble there.
3rd and 2 for the Knights. And we see, you can see on your screen over on the far side, a little bit of movement, a little bit of engagement between a receiver and a cornerback, and that's going to be coming back 5 yards.
Yeah, that hurts. You hate to see one of your one of your wide receivers jump off sides on an inside run play.
Yeah.
And, here comes, going to come off the field right now.
Especially on 3rd and short.
That's exactly right.
Javonte
Anderson, who's done some good things, but
sure.
That's a mental mistake there that you hate to see. Big difference between 3rd and short and 3rd and medium here. Maybe makes it much more difficult to pick this up.
3rd down 7 now after the penalty. Gillespie takes a snap, fakes a handoff, sprints out to his right under a little bit of pressure, trying to shake it off. Not able to do so, though. He's brought down in the backfield, and we see the punt unit coming on the field now for the Knights. See on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay there. We've seen them run this play before, Coach.
Yeah, they've run this play a couple times, sprinting him out to the right-hand side. This time the inside linebacker there, Banks, number 16, does a nice job of kind of running that inside alley and pulling him up. They're not going to let him have that free release out there and not able to get it done this time. But that same flat curl combination.
Ignacio, the athletic punter, able to get that off. And a decent punt given the circumstances. Waiting to see where they're going to spot this one. And I thought he made the defender, the KCU player, made contact with it at about the 44. And he did. That's where they're going to spot it at.
Yeah.
when it hit the ground, it took a Bluefield bounce into his chest.
Yeah, so disappointing offensive possession there. You like to see them eat up a little bit more of that clock. They go 3 plays for -4 yards, really, and don't use up much time. So that's going to put more pressure here on this KCU defense. They really need to get this thing to the locker room down 10.
Yes, sir. Hand off on first down. Good, nice job closing down there by the KCU defense. Ball carrier Tyler Coleman. Give him about 2 yards, second down, 8 yards to go.
Yeah, a bunch of guys in there on that tackle. A bunch of guys rallying to the ball right there, including Big 99 Wyatt Brackman, 6'2", 250.
Interior lineman. He looks the part down there, that's for sure.
Yeah, out of Northwest High School in Ohio.
2-by-2 set. Hersich drops back under pressure. Shakes off a would-be tackler and shows why he's the team's leader in rush attempts as he gets it back to the line of scrimmage under some heavy pressure.
Yeah, Jacob Wright right there, inside linebacker, brings some B-gap pressure. They don't pick it up. And he's got a free run on Hersich, but he's not able to get him down. It would have been a big play to get him down back there and put him in a third and really long. But instead, Hersich shakes it, gets it back to, I guess, close back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll go down as a sack or not, but Hersich does a great job of saving them some yards, and they'll come out on this third down in empty formation. We'll see if KCU brings any heat here to this empty package.
No gain, according to the official stats.
And they do.
Yes, sir, they do. Throwing it down the sideline, and almost a catch, but it's going to fall incomplete in and out of the hands of number 84. That is Gage Chambers, excuse me. You see on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay here.
Yeah, so they come. They're going to bring 6 versus only 5 protecting here in this empty situation. So they got one guy free. Hersich gets it out. That's Josiah Price, really on good coverage.
Yes, sir.
Really good coverage in a one-on-one situation. And so everybody doing kind of what they're supposed to do right there. Hersich getting rid of it quick, but nice press man-to-man coverage from Price. And so they get the quick. They get the quick 3 and out.
We've got a timeout on the field here, Coach, called by Kentucky Christian University. So a good 3 and out here after not much success on offense. And, Coach, we'll just keep it right here for the timeout. 5:16 to go before the half. Coach Aubrey calling the timeout here. What do you think the thought process is?
Well, I don't think that was a strategic timeout. I think that was want to make sure we got the right personnel on the field. You're kind of in that go zone for a fake punt right here, and I think they were a little bit worried about that. And you really hate to see them burn that timeout. You know, that they might have just went punt safe right there and catch the defense on the field. But nevertheless, you burn that timeout, then that's a timeout you don't have offensively. When you're coming down here, you're going to get the ball back with probably a little less than 5 minutes on the clock. You'd like to have it, but if you don't feel like your personnel is right, if you feel like something was wrong, then you definitely did the right thing in taking the timeout there.
Smart to go ahead and make sure you got your ducks in a row.
Yeah, you hate to burn it, but sometimes you have to.
4th and 8 for the Rams. Punter is Riley Stubbs, and it's in the air. Almost blocked, but not quite. And it's going to take a Bluefield Rams roll down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's where KCU will take over.
Well, apparently they called timeout there to get their punt block together, and they didn't block the punt, but they did rough the kicker.
No kidding. I missed that flag.
Yeah. So I missed whether now the thing will be, did they call running into the kicker or roughing the kicker? Roughing the kicker. So roughing the kicker is 15 yards, going to be an automatic first down. And, yeah, so that's a big play in this game right here.
Absolutely.
Correction, we will enforce from the dead ball spot.
Okay, so they must have called running into the kicker, which is just a 5-yard penalty, and you can elect to take that. You can elect in college. You can elect to take that from the dead ball spot,
and that's what they've done.
And that's what they've done. So that's really a big break for the Knights right there. If that had been roughing the kicker, you'd have give the Rams the ball back there across the 50-yard line and ready to put it, in a position to put 7 more on the board. But as it is, we're able to get running into the kicker was just a 5-yard penalty, and that would not have made it a first down since it was 4th and about 7. So they take the penalty on the at the dead ball spot, move them back 5, 1st and 10 Knights.
And basically, Coach, just to clarify, roughing the kicker is when a player hits the kicker. Running into the kicker is just a momentum thing.
Yeah,
and that's what was called here.
Yeah, generally what they go off of is whether they sweep that plant leg or not. As he's got that, say he's a right-footed kicker, he's got that right foot in the leg. If they take out that left leg and he's in a very vulnerable position and the contact is solid, then they're going to call roughing. If you just bump him a little bit while he's got his mouth, then you just get a running into.
Gillespie dropping back to pass, and he's going to throw his first incomplete pass of the game. He had his guy. He had a little window there, Coach. The ball just kind of off target.
Yeah, interesting. The first, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, first down pass, maybe except from the opening play of the game.
Yep.
First down pass, I think. So that stops the clock for 5 minutes. But interesting, they backed up inside their own 10-yard line. They elect to go with the pass play there, but not complete. But like you said, he did have a small window there, and he tried to force it in. But I'll say this, Coach, he didn't put it in any danger.
No, that's exactly right.
Going away right there, there was no danger.
Yes, sir. A handoff on 2nd down, trying to make something out of nothing, is Jamari Wilson trying to get over to the sideline. Not able to do so. And that's going to go down as a loss. Make it 2nd down at about 15 yards. I'm sorry, 3rd down at about 15 yards.
Yeah, Jamari not able to kind of turn the corner there. The Rams able to kind of string that thing along. So now it just becomes really you're just trying to eat as much of the clock as you can. I'd be very surprised if the Knights put it in the air right here. They might even take this thing down to 1 second on the play clock and call timeout.
We're at 3, so I'm thinking you're right.
Yep.
That's just what's going to happen here. So with 4:15 to go before the half, your score, Bluefield Rams 17, Kentucky Christian University 7. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
And we're back after the timeout. It's 3rd down and a long way to go for KCU. And, Coach, you called that when a handoff on 3rd down goes to Jamari Wilson. I think he got it back to about the 8 or 9 yard line, close to the original line of scrimmage, but it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do right there. Try to take some time off. You either do one of two things. You either take some time off the clock or you force the Rams into using one of their timeouts. And so Bluefield elects to keep the timeouts in their pocket and have them on offense. They're going to get it back with plenty of time. They're going to get it back probably in KCU territory here.
Yep.
So it's going to be a big deal here to get this ball out.
Ignacio's punt way up in the air. It's going to drop at about the 42, and it rolls across midfield, takes a big KCU bounce, and across the 40, Coach, down to about the 37 or 38 yard line.
Yeah, really nice job, Costin. He's really under a lot of pressure right there. They were to block that thing, and he basically one-steps that thing and hits it really high, forces the Ram returner really. He kind of bails out on catching it there.
Right.
I would say, I'm just guessing they may have a few words over there to try to encourage him to go ahead and fair catch that thing right there and take it on the 50-yard line or maybe even about the 45. Have to look back, see where that thing landed. But it sure took a nice KCU bounce.
Once the kicker, defense, decline, result of the play, 1st down, Bluefield.
Okay, so we had a penalty there on the punt, Coach.
Yeah, so back-to-back running into the kickers there.
54-yard punt with no return.
And
Bluefield will be taking over at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, so running into the kicker there, call again, but again, not enough yardage for it to make it a first down. So KCU will do just as the Rams did and push them back 5 more yards from where the end of the spot was. So a big series here, right? Still got a ball game, only down 10 points late here in the first half.
And Ignacio did a great job there, not only getting that punt off, but I tell you what, Coach, it was a long one.
Yeah, I think that one traveled about 64 yards. Not all of it in the air, but all of it net. No return. And that really flips the field on the Rams. They could have easily, I would have bet money there if they were going to get that thing in positive territory, in KCU territory. But Costner does a great job of getting it up in the air and forcing the flip field.
Throwing it downfield on first down is Hersich, just out of the reach of his intended receiver. That is
intended for number 19.
Number 19, Jaraylen Johnson. Nope, wrong number 19, Coach.
Yeah,
that's Titus Holt.
Yeah, I was looking for our guy on coverage.
Yeah.
That's 31, Ethan Kelly. Does a nice job kind of going stride for stride down the boundary there. Like we said, they're going to take their shots, and they've done it several times tonight.
On second down, Hersich drops back again, has his guy. And I tell you what, Coach, it's caught, but by the Kentucky Christian University cornerback. Great pass coverage and a turnover forced by KCU here, and coming with plenty of time left before halftime, Coach. You see there on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay, great placement by the cornerback and a turnover.
Yeah, expecting press coverage right there, but instead, 29, Draper Aldridge does a nice job of making what call a zone turn where he doesn't turn his back to the quarterback. And that's called a zone turn. He opens up where he can see the quarterback. He's got the receiver underneath of him. A lot of teams will snap that route off and take the shorter one in that case. But they stay with the fade ball right there, and that's what it gets them when you do that.
That's right.
He's able to see the ball and play the man, and a nice interception that gives the Knights the ball.
1st and 10 on the 37, a handoff to Wilson. He cuts it upfield and gets a decent gain here on the handoff on first down, almost to the 45. I think they're going to give him the 45-yard line with forward progress. So a pickup of about 8 yards on first down makes it 2nd and 2. And, Coach, a little bit of urgency here on this drive.
Yeah, still plenty of time. Still plenty of time here to go. 2:45. Jamari, man, just a workhorse. Already 18 carries today, for 65 yards and a touchdown.
Another handoff and a first down for Jamari Wilson. He gets it across midfield, pick up a 7 yards, move those chains, first down KCU.
Yeah, and he took a lick right there from one of the Rams safeties. That's Mikael Banks, and he's really coming downhill hard right there, and he even knocks his own helmet off.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bluefield 48 now.
Yeah. So the official's going to stop the play here just for a second. They stop the clock. Official timeout.
Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes, 25 seconds.
Okay. So they were running the clock, I guess, after the first down.
Well, I think what happened there is Banks lost his helmet, so that's going to stop the clock till he gets off the field.
Okay.
And you had the first down, all that kind of tied into one there, and I think they cranked it just a little bit early.
So adding 10 more seconds on, and here we go, 1st and 10, and a whistle just as the handoff is made. Movement up front, Coach. I think it was on the Knights.
Yeah, that's going to be procedure.
Remains first down.
Yeah, that's a false start. And so, again, I hate to see us get it. That's 3 or 4 unforced, unnecessary pre-snap penalties already today, and those are drive killers.
Sure.
So now you got to try to make up those yards. But the good news is still first down, so you got 3 downs to get it done.
That's what I started to say there, Coach. You hope that a small, minuscule penalty like that is not going to be a drive killer here with the football with 2 minutes to go before the half.
Yeah.
Another handoff to Wilson. He's hit hard about a yard deep in the backfield. And he might have got it back to the line of scrimmage there with forward progress, but not much.
Yeah, tough sledding in there right now. Neither team using a timeout here. Both kind of content to let this clock run.
2nd down and 15.
Because of that penalty, I think that has slowed the urgency here from KCU a little bit. It will take another big play for them to try to get back into their hurry-up mode.
On 2nd down, a throw downfield off the hands of intended receiver number 84. That's Davari Morris, and it goes incomplete. Coach, he was hit as he went to make the catch and not able to haul it in.
Yeah, kind of trailing that slant right there, number 43 for the Rams. That's Jared Houck, and they did a nice job of timing it up and getting a piece of his arm just as that ball got on his hands right there. But that's really a nice throw from Gillespie. Baden put it right on his chest right there, but just a nice defensive play.
Yes, sir. 3rd down and 15 yards to go as Gillespie sprints out, looking to throw downfield, and has his guy not able to connect there as Gillespie on the run under some pressure goes incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah. So not able to do much there. They move the ball out to around the 50 before they have the 5-yard penalty. Sets them back a little bit. Now they stop the clock. They're going to be forced to punt this one away.
So Bluefield with 1:16 before the half to try to get some more points on the board to add to that lead. But, Coach, the KCU defense so far doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, they sure have, But you always feel like this Ram.
Somebody got a hand on that punt. It's going to drop at about the 40. And it's down at about the 38-yard line. I think that was one of those. It was taking a KCU roll, but it rolled into the hands of, I think that's Yuri Carrero over there, and he caught it at about the 38.
Yeah, it looked like Logan Patton, number 4 from the Rams, able to either get a hand on it or force that punt to be back hit into one of the second wall guys. But nevertheless, the ball does bound forward for them some. It doesn't go backwards like the last block punt they had.
Right.
And turn into 7 points. So they get away with it there. But now, 110, quick strike offense, plenty of time for the Rams.
3 receivers to the left. Hersich drops back under pressure, forced to scramble. We know he can do it. He gets over to the sideline, out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So an 8-yard pickup here on 1st down. And close to midfield for the Rams.
Yeah, does a good job there stepping up in the pocket. Nobody open, no reason to force the issue on 1st down. Takes the 9 yards or so, and most importantly for the Rams, gets out of bounds and conserves a timeout.
That's exactly right. I think they've still got all 3 of them. Bluefield does. KCU down to 1 timeout. Clock stopped at 1:03. Here we go on 2nd down. 3 receivers again to the left. Ball's on the right hash. Hersich drops back. Under pressure again, forced to run. Finds a guy, though, as it makes a dive and throw, and with a bunch of room to run is number 87. He gets it down close to the 20-yard line. Just kind of bent it over toward that KCU sideline and got a whole lot of yards there on what we thought was going to be a forced scramble.
Yeah, the front 4 from KCU do a pretty nice job of getting a little bit of pressure, but Hersich steps up in the pocket, finds a crossing route. Nobody in the flat for that zone defense from KCU, and he turns it into a big gain.
Jules Gray, the receiver there. Hersich throwing it downfield, throwing it into the end zone, and it's going to be caught. That is George Agiai with the touchdown grab, and he shows again he's agile.
Yeah, that was a really nice play. Again, they just go for the go ball down the right sideline. Not much, it doesn't take time to get that off, so they're really not worried about the pressure. 1 step, Hersich turns it loose, and it's just a jump ball, and the KCU defender just kind of mistimes his jump a little bit, and Agiai goes up over him, and just like that, we thought we were going to get to halftime with just a 10-point deficit, but quickly quick 6 from the Rams.
That's right. 24-7 the score now. Bluefield leads the Kentucky Christian University Knights with 47 seconds to go before the half. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
And the kickoff caught right at the goal line, and bringing it out of the end zone is number 10. That's Javonte Anderson getting it across the 25, and a little bit of contact after the play there, Coach. See flags flying.
Yeah, you're going to get one of the Rams there for pushing Hezekiah Hunter in the back right there, and that one was really late. So they're going to attack 15 onto this run.
See the officials conference in there, and we'll see the official call here.
After the play, personal foul, hit 35 of the kicking team. 15 yards added to the end of the run, first down.
So a 15-yard penalty goes against Bluefield, and that, as you said, that's added on to where the return ended. So 15 more yards for KCU.
Yeah, that's McMillan. He just comes up from behind there and basically shoves Hezekiah Hunter right in the back, shoves him down. So that'll give him 15. That'll put him up around midfield. And so decision time, are you going to try to go ahead and add some points to this thing? And I'm sure they will.
Absolutely.
Rams on that last drive, just used 3 plays to cover 63 yards for that touchdown.
Hand off here on first down. This time it's going to go to Austin Howard as Howard gets a couple yards here. Clock starts rolling. Down under 30 seconds to go before the half. Give him 3 yards. It's second down and 7.
So just kind of no big rush here. It looks like KCU is just going to be willing to maybe run one last play here in the quarter. The Rams also not calling timeout. See if they want to heave-ho one here deep on the last play.
Nope, another handoff again to Howard. He's chugging along. I think he's got enough for the first down, but as you can see on your screen, the time expires here in the first half. So your score at halftime is Bluefield 24, Kentucky Christian University 7. We'll be back for the halftime show in just a few moments. Don't go away. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
It's tailgate time in the Bluegrass.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to make my announcing debut.
And I believe that's football time in the Bluegrass.
But you can believe this, Clark's has everything you need for a winning tailgate.
Whether it's ice and cold drinks, chips and dips, or homemade sandwiches, and crispy, crunchy chicken for everybody, Clark's has you covered. And you don't even have to leave your car thanks to our convenient drive-thru.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Back in Grayson at halftime, your score, Bluefield 24, Kentucky Christian University 7. Coach, before we take a look at the stats, if you're Coach Aubrey entering the locker room here, down by a few scores, what are you focusing on with your beginning team speech here going in the locker room?
Well, I think what I would talk to them about is, hey, we're capable of getting back in this thing. This is, not like some of the games we've had this year where you just kind of felt like you were just kind of playing out the second half. I really feel like that they're in this game. They've give up a special teams touchdown early in the game off a blocked punt. Other than that, the defense has played pretty well. We talked about how high-powered this Ram offense was, and they've only give up 3 scores, to this. To 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and one of them really late in the half right there kind of hurt them. So they've played pretty well defensively. They've held them off the field. The Rams have only run 23 total plays. They're only 2 of 5 on third down. So they've done a pretty good job. Yeah, Hurtsich has completed a few long passes on them, but other than that, they've played pretty well defensively. I think you go over to the offensive side of the ball, you got to make a decision about how much you want to throw the ball in the second half. Braden has been pretty efficient. He's 4 out of 7 for 61 yards. They really haven't pushed the ball down the field that very much, but that may be because of some protection issues. We haven't seen much drop back pass. It's been pretty much getting Baden out on the edge and letting him do some work out there. So we'll see whether we get some more of that. Jamari's been the workhorse. They keep feeding him the ball 20 times already in the first half for 72 yards and a touchdown. But you're going to have to try to make up some of this in some way, some of this deficit some way, and you just don't know if they're going to be able to do it without trusting Baden to throw the ball a little bit.
That's right, Coach. I tell you what we'll do. We're going to step out, take a break, and then when we come back, we'll take a good look at these stats for the first half, have a preview of the second half, go over some scores from around the country. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, Coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
Back in Grayson at halftime, your score, Bluefield 24 at KCU 7. We'll take a look, tell you how we got there with our scoring summary for this game. First points of the ball game came with 5:28 in the first quarter. A Bluefield touchdown, actually on a special teams play, a punt blocked and a 17-yard touchdown by Elijah Paget. That following a 7-play, 19-yard drive for KCU. And then the next points of the game came again in the first quarter with 44 seconds to go in that quarter. A 17-yard touchdown pass from Nathan Hersich to George Adjai. And then a Riley Stubbs PAT. That capped off a 7-play, 60-yard drive that took 1:41 seconds off the clock. And that made it 14-0 after one quarter of play. KCU on the board first in quarter number 2 with a 13-yard touchdown run by Jamari Wilson, and then the Connor Ignacio PAT made it 14-7. That one was the cap of a 6-play, 75-yard drive by the Knights. Bluefield with an answer, though, a 5-play, 57-yard drive that took 3:13 off the clock, was ended by a Riley Stubbs 29-yard field goal. That made it 17-7. And then with less than a minute to go before the half, 47 seconds to be exact, a 3-play, 63-yard drive that took 23 seconds was ended by a George Adjai touchdown catch from Nathan Hersich. That one put 7 more on the board and made it 24-7 here at the half. Coach, if you want to, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those offensive stats for the first half.
Yeah, both teams, have played pretty well, offensively. You'd like to see a few more points on the board for KCU, but 9 first downs there in that first half. They've mixed it up, 4 passing and 5 rushing, those first downs, but only 1 of 7 on third down, which has been kind of a problem for them for most of the year, only converting on 14% of those there in the first half. But they have been able to keep themselves on the field, 33 total plays for 134 yards, 61 passing yards in there with 73 net rushing yards. They have not turned the ball over by interception or fumble tonight, which has been a good thing, been able to keep themselves out there on the field. They've run the ball 26 times tonight. Most of those carries coming from Jamari Wilson. He has 20 of those 26 carries for 72 individual yards and a long run of 13 and a touchdown. And the time of possession has been dominated by KCU. 21 minutes and 14 seconds out on the field with our offense. We talked about that's one of the ways that you keep the score down and keep this potent Bluefield offense off the field is to possess the ball. They can't score if they don't have it. So time of possession for Bluefield, only 8 minutes and 46 seconds. They've only run 23 plays, but they've been pretty efficient, averaging nearly 8 yards per play. 181 total yards, 154 of that 181 through the air. You take a look at some of Hurstich's numbers there. He's 9 out of 14, as we said, for 154, 2 touchdowns, but he did throw the 1 interception. They've tried to run the ball very little, only 9 attempts for 27 yards as a team. Tyler Coleman accounting for 26 of those yards on 6 rushes. It's been George Adjai with 4 of the receptions for 99 yards, averaging 24 yards a reception, long of 32, and he's got both of those Ram touchdowns through the air. Jules Gray also contributing with 3 catches for 42 yards and a long of 34. So those are some of your statistics. You take a look, both playing pretty clean. Only one says only 1 penalty here on the Rams, but maybe that's 1 accepted penalty.
Right.
A few of those have been declined
Yep.
through there, and no penalties for KCU. But I can remember they did have the one roughing the punter and a couple offsides, so maybe that just needs to be updated there a little bit. However, been able to protect Hurstich. He's not been sacked, although he has been under a little bit of pressure at times, and one sack for Bluefield on Baden, resulting in a 7-yard loss. So those are some of the statistics for the first half. Again, the thing that jump out to me is KCU's being able to hold on to the ball, 21 minutes time of possession.
That's right.
You know, from what you were talking about, the one drive that stands out to me, the one that really hurt the Knights the most was that last drive, 3 plays, 63 yards, 23 seconds to jump that lead up to 17.
Coach, I appreciate you. That's a look at the stats of the first half offensively. We'll come back. We'll talk more about that. We'll also look at some scores from around the country and the world of college football. You don't want to miss that. We'll be back right after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
And we're back in Grayson at halftime. It's Bluefield 24, Kentucky Christian University 7. And, Coach, several games going on around the country in the world of college football. If you want to, let's take a look at some of those scores.
All right, yeah, a few active games going on in the top 25. You got number 24, USC visiting Cal, and that looks like a wild one. And I know nobody's watching it because it's on the Pac-12 network, and nobody gets that.
Yeah.
So it's 43-36, USC trailing. Man, what's going on in Hollywood? Lincoln Riley having some problem there right now, but they've come storming back. So we'll see how other games that are underway early in the first. Stanford and Washington are scoreless. Number 19, Air Force in Colorado State. Air Force with an early first quarter 7-0 lead. Some local interest here. Number 21, Tennessee, out on top of the Wildcats, 10-0 over in Lexington. Early in that one, still 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Some finals from earlier today. Number 1, Georgia, no problem with Florida, 43-20. You had number 10, Penn State, a little trouble early. That game was close. Indiana actually had the ball late in the fourth quarter with a chance to take the lead, but Penn State rises up and handles them 33-24. Kind of the upset of the day so far, number 6, Oklahoma visiting Lawrence, Kansas, and they go down 38-33. First time in a long time that Kansas had a home win over a top 10 team. Lance Leipold getting it done there in Kansas has really turned that around. Number 4, no problem. Number 4, Florida State, no problem with Wake Forest, 41-16. Texas, no problem with BYU, the number 7 ranked Longhorns, 35-6 over BYU. Oregon, number 8 and 13. Utah kind of billed as the game of the day, but didn't live up to it. Oregon boat raced the Utes 35-6. The Notre Dame took care of Pitt 58-7. You got Louisville, no problem with Duke. Number 18 Louisville and number 20 Duke, but Louisville no problem shuts them out 23-0. Tulane 30-28, close game with Rice. That's number 22 Tulane. And just kicking off, not started yet. Ohio State and Wisconsin up in Madison. 14 Madison, tough place to play. Wisconsin a 14-point dog, but see whether that one ends up a little closer.
Yep.
Also later, just kicking off here in just a few minutes, you got Ole Miss and Vanderbilt. Kind of the game of the night on ABC, UCLA and Colorado out at the Rose Bowl, UNC and Georgia Tech. Still in the top 25 out of the Sun Belt, James Madison and Old Dominion a little bit later tonight, and Oregon State and Arizona. Out of the Sun Belt, speaking of that, we got Marshall active tonight. They're down in Myrtle Beach playing Coastal Carolina, and things not going well for the Herd. Already down 27-3 with only 2 minutes to go in before halftime. So, hate to see that. Herd struggling right now down at the beach. Also in the Sun Belt, real quick, Appalachian State able to take care of Southern Mississippi. Texas State on top of Troy early in that one. The Ragin' Cajuns, University of Louisiana, 33 over University of South Alabama, 33-14. And those are, and then on Thursday night there in the Sun Belt, you had Georgia Southern beating Georgia State 44-27. So that's a look around the country, Chunks.
Thank you, sir. And I'm seconding your motion on hoping the Herd can get something pulled together down there at the beach.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them come roaring back, but obviously I haven't been watching them, but obviously things not going the Herd's way right now. They just kind of taking a look at things here. Now, only that one scoring drive there for the Herd. That one field goal after a 7-play, 19-yard drive that took them 2 minutes to get those 3 points. So offensively challenged right now, unfortunately, for the Herd, and putting a lot of pressure on that pretty good Herd defense. But when you can't get the offense going, it can be really tough. So, but fingers crossed they're able to regroup at halftime and make it a game.
Absolutely, Coach. As KCU first back out on the field, they're making their way back out now over on the other sideline. Bluefield just kind of taking it easy there. Still about 7 minutes to go here at the half. We're going to step out, take another break, and we'll come back, give you a preview of half number 2 here from Grayson. It's Bluefield, Virginia 24, Kentucky Christian University 7. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
24-7 your score. About 4.5 minutes ago here at the half. Both teams out on the field. Kentucky Christian over in their end zone getting stretched out, getting warmed up for half number 2. Bluefield just now seeing some signs of life over there on that sideline, Coach, getting their helmets back on, getting strapped back up. And coming into the second half of this ball game, you mentioned it earlier on in the halftime show. It's 24-7. I guess all intents and purposes, what, a 3-score ball game, something like that. But it doesn't feel like a game that Bluefield is dominating.
No, we've had some good moments offensively. We've kind of put ourselves behind the chains at times. Unfortunately, with some pre-snap penalties that go from first and 10 to first and 15, and earlier, I almost said something. You called them minuscule penalties, and they're really not. They're huge penalties.
Well, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
They're huge penalties when you're a little bit offensively challenged and you're really struggling for every single yard.
Yep.
You just can't give up those extra. You can't give up those 5 yards. So that's happened. Those are real drive killers, and we need to stay out on the field to kind of protect the defense a little bit. So, but you're right. Kind of back to your original question. We're not out of this game.
Right.
A special teams touchdown here, a defensive touchdown, the offense contributes somewhere, and you're right back in this thing because the defense has shown the ability to get them stopped from time to time. We know that Bluefield's going to take their shots down the field. They've shown that. And so, how do you try to control that a little bit, try to make them throw the ball underneath,
sure,
and then rally back to it, make them put together some drives. Don't let them be a quick strike offense. So, but again, you're exactly right. Not out of it. Now, here's the thing: can you stop them coming out of the half?
It's going to be Bluefield football.
That's right. Bluefield's going to get the ball. They're going to come out. You need to, cover this kick as best you can. Try to, and then again, like I talked about, let's not give up that. Their favorite ball, we've already been able to tell, is that downfield fade, down the boundary. They've hit that a couple of times. Let's see if we can force them guys to throw that ball underneath, rally, make them put 5, 6, 7 plays together to get it down there. We've been able to stop them on some of those occasions when they've had some longer drives and they haven't been able to hit the big chunk play in the drive.
Right. And that's a big deal against a team like Bluefield with a running quarterback and a quarterback. Their offense is based around his athleticism, his ability to throw the ball too, and that's a big deal stopping the big play.
Absolutely. Got to do our best. And that's easier said than done. It's way easier set up here than it is to actually get it done. When we have gotten pressure on him, he's stepped up in the pocket and then able to turn a play that looks like that might be going to favor of KCU, and he's been able to turn it into positive yards for the Rams. So that's been hard to deal with. So you're kind of, do you pressure this guy and then let him run around, or do you try to keep him in the pocket, kind of mush rush him, make him throw it down the field? So it's it's a tough situation the defense is in. That's why they're putting up 400 yards or over 400 yards and over 35 points a game. They're pretty good at it. So they provide some problems, but been pretty impressed with that KCU defense. We have got them stopped a few times, and we're going to need one coming out of halftime.
Yes, sir, no doubt about it. You just jogged my memory, Coach. You said putting up 400 yards of offense. I do want to give a congratulations shout-out. Last night, West Carter defeated Rowan County in the final game of the regular season, put up 55 points. But fullback Dwaylen Dean, now the school's leading rusher in a single game, 393 yards, 6 touchdowns.
Wow, that's a big night.
Yeah,
big night.
It was a pretty special thing to be a part of.
Yeah, I bet so. How many carries?
I couldn't tell you right offhand, but a bunch. 20, I want to say 24 around in there, something like that, 24 carries, 393 yards.
I hope old Dwayne got him an ice bath this morning because I'm sure he's a little sore.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He's going to need an extra few minutes in the training room next week. toting the rock like that. So congratulations to him. That's an impressive number.
Well,
There's a lot of people that's way above their career numbers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty impressive.
We will be back on the air this coming Friday as West Carter made the playoffs. I'll be bringing you the action from Lexington Catholic. They'll be in round 1 to the state playoffs. So tune in somewhere on the Kool Hit Sports Network, Kool TV. A bunch of football coming your way from the state playoffs here. And we're underway for half number 2 here from Kentucky Christian University. That kick just kind of fell and stopped, Coach. Good job following on that one because you had some guys coming full speed down the field.
Yeah, it looked like the Rams kind of thought maybe that ball was going to just kind of hit and bounce out of bounds.
I did too.
Yeah, but it just kind of stuck there, and looked like Markel Banks heads up jumped on that thing, and that's where the Rams will put it in play here. And we talked about what an important first series this is for the KCU defense, and like I said, we talked about all night about trying to stay in touch so that you can make this game competitive, and it starts right here on this first series.
That's right. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line, Nathan Hersich and company. And here we go. A screen pass over to the right side is going to be caught, and with some room to run, enough for the first down in traffic over there. He gets it out to the 40-yard line, about a 12-yard pickup. That was number 7, Coach. George Adja, of course.
Yeah, that guy's kind of made his self the number 1 target tonight of Herstage, and they've done a good job getting him the ball down the field. Now they do a good job of getting him the ball in some space in the flat, letting him work.
Absolutely. Here we go on 2nd down. A decent pickup. Give him 4 yards before he's forced out of bounds. That number 87, Jules Gray, another key player in this offensive unit for Bluefield. 2nd down, 6 yards to go.
Yeah, nice job there by corner Ethan Kelly for KCU, kind of doing a good job playing off the stalk block, keeping his outside arm and leg free and forcing that thing out of bounds and not letting it turn the corner for a big play.
So Jules Gray picks up 4 yards, makes it 2nd and 6. Ball's on the left hash. Hersich looks to throw, and he does just that. It's Jules Gray again, and he's forced out of bounds. A good play on that one, Coach, because there was some room to run after he had one man to beat.
Yeah, trying to force him out of bounds right there. And this is what we talked about, not letting, this is, you can kind of tell maybe this is something they talked about, not letting the Rams force the ball down the field. They're inviting them to throw it underneath right now, rallying them back. Now they've got them in a 3rd and short. See if they can get them stopped. Press coverage from KCU. They're going to bring the heat, and they jump off sides.
I saw movement up front as well, Coach. False start.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
5-yard penalty.
So back Bluefield up 5 yards. Makes it 3rd down and 7 yards to go now. I think I don't quote me on this, but I think it was the left guard that moved.
3rd and 7. It's 3rd down.
Good deal. So we'll see what the call is. Last time they're on defense, they lined up in press coverage, and they brought both safeties in the A-gap. So 3rd and a little longer here, they're going to give them a little more room. They're playing some sort of four deep here, a cover 4 look.
2-by-2 set. Hersich throws it on a slant route, and it's intercepted, Coach. Off to the races. That's number 31 with a huge play. He was in the right place at the right time and made it count. That's Ethan Kelly on the interception, Coach. And a big turn of events here for the Knights.
Yeah, so they're going to get the interception. Now, there is a penalty on the play here. If that interception is going to count, you got Jamari Wilson over here on that. So I think that he just might have been – he might get a sideline warning here, hopefully.
Okay. I thought I saw a flag. That's why I paused, but then I couldn't find it anymore.
Yeah, really nice job to kind of go back there. Ethan Kelly on the tip ball. So it's amazing the difference that offsides penalty makes or that procedure penalty makes. They go with the slant, it gets tipped. Ethan Kelly's in the right spot.
On the intercepting team, 15 yards and will be enforced from the dead ball spot. It will be 1st and 10 KCU.
So there you go. Sideline interference.
Yeah.
See on the instant replay here, Coach.
Yeah, that's a brutal call right there. As that they give the receiver, they back off, try to make them throw it underneath, and they do. goes right through the hands of a Ram receiver, right into Ethan Kelly's hands, and you're not able to see the sideline interference there on the call. But so many times the officials will just give them a sideline warning right there that they go ahead and call the sideline interference and back it up 15 yards. And man, that's just brutal. You hate to see that. You'd think the official there could just go sideline warning.
And the interference is with the official, not with the play. I do want to clear. You don't. In case someone out there doesn't understand, the official running down the sideline, somebody up too far, they might have bumped shoulders, whatever it was. That's where the penalty comes in.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So you got to give you. They see that big white area there on the sideline. That's for the officials.
Right.
And, you got to stay behind that. And sometimes kids just get a little bit excited. You see it at all levels. And if you're into that white, that's where the officials run up and down. And so if they bump into somebody in there, then they can hit you with the sideline interference.
Second down, 7 yards to go now for Bluefield. I'm sorry, for KCU. How could I? Gillespie takes the snap, hands it off, and with some room to run, a decent pickup here on second down for Mr. Jamari Wilson. Is he going to have the first? I think so, Coach.
Yeah, I think he's going to have the first down there.
Yeah.
So they run the little outside sweep play. They pull the backside guard as he comes around there. And Jamari really gets the edge and gets his shoulder square. He was walloped there by number 28 from the Rams defense right there. The outside linebacker kind of really came up and gave him a good pop. That's Elijah Paget. Is that right, Coach? That's really small.
Paget, yes, sir.
That's Elijah Paget.
It is small.
With a good lick right there. But Jamari does a good job of hanging on to the ball, and he's going to get it again.
Picks up 2 yards on first down. Maybe a yard. Nonetheless, it's going to be second down and about 9 yards to go for the Knights. Wilson met at the line, just kind of fell forward there.
Yeah, Wilson really been a lot of that offense. They've handed it to him over 20 times around in the first half, and now he's got it already a few more here in the second half.
Even some of the passing plays, like we've talked about, they run that play where they fake the handoff, get the linebackers to bite, that kind of thing. He's been a backbone of this offense.
Absolutely.
And there he goes again with the handoff on second down, making something out of nothing. He's hitting the backfield, keeps those feet moving, Coach, and falls forward for a gain of about 2, maybe 3. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Quincy Robinson was in there really quick, kind of shot through one of the gaps there, and really had Jamari for a loss, but he's able to shake that tackle and push forward for a few more yards. And we've talked about this on a couple of the other broadcasts. Boy, if you can get Jamari into the line clean, man, he can make some guys miss. He can break some tackles. But the key is getting him into the line, getting him up to the line of scrimmage clean. And so weren't able to do it there. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and long, and sure need a first down here.
On 3rd down, Gillespie sprinting out, looking to throw under pressure, having to do it with his legs. Back this way, he's going to go out of bounds. And he's hit after he goes out of bounds, Coach. You see the flags flying. So that's good news for KCU.
Yeah, that's going to be Paget again right there on the push out of bounds. Gillespie trying to make something out of nothing there, and does a good job of kind of keeping the play alive, but we'll take the penalty.
Personal foul, a 15-yard penalty for a late hit against Bluefield. So fresh set of downs for the Knights.
Yeah. Absolutely, we'll take it however you can get it. Right now that's going to keep this drive alive. Now, they probably would have went for it there on 4th down.
Sure.
Ball around the 25-yard line, probably out of field goal range right there, but still would have been a 4th and long. And so this is going to give them an automatic first down and move the ball inside the 15-yard line. So the last time we had it down here, we were able to get it in the end zone.
That's right.
With that penalty, the ball will be spotted at the 14-yard line. That's going to bring up a 1st and 10 KCU.
So they have enough that you said around the 15. It's right at the 14. So they've got enough for a first down.
Yep.
So here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. And Coach, they've been in the red zone one time in this ball game, and got points out of it.
Yeah, they should reset this shot clock for them here. And they do stop it. There he goes. And they'll get a fresh 25.
All right. 1st and 10, KCU. Gillespie would hand off to Wilson. Cuts it upfield down to around the 5-yard line, Coach. I think he's going to, forward momentum's going to take him down to about the 4. So it's going to be close to a first down.
There's that same little sweep plate they've run there.
That's right.
Skip pulling that guard out to the left or to the right there.
And you called it just a few minutes ago. They gave him a little bit of space, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of room right there, and they're able to kind of stretch that Ram defense horizontally a little bit. They're hitting them kind of in the B gaps and also kind of bouncing that thing outside. That's a planned bounce right there.
Sure.
They're skipping that thing around
Sure.
there. That's how that play's designed to go. And once Jamari gets the corner, he does a nice job.
And here he goes again doing just that. He cuts it upfield, dives into the end zone, touchdown. KCU waiting on a signal, and there it is. That's 6 points, Coach, from 4 yards away. Jamari Wilson doing what he does best, getting yards.
Yeah, he takes a big lick as he goes into the end zone there and kind of tumbles and loses that ball as he hits the ground, but they've already signaled touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no there's no replay at this level of college football for the officials. So you see Jamari following his guard right there. A good block from the H-back right there, able to kind of spring him and get him around the corner, and he tumbles into the end zone. I'm trying to get a number there. Yeah, we saw the instant replay, and I was looking for as I would certainly want to give him some credit there on the block. That's Azubuike, the H-back, and he did a great job of kind of turning the corner and taking on that linebacker as he tried to set the edge, and then Jamari does a good job of getting himself into the end zone there and really sacrifices his body, goes airborne, and does what he's got to do to get it into black there.
24-13 is the score. Connor Ignacio and the field goal unit on to try to tack on one more here with 8:40 to go in quarter number 3 of this ball game. Gillespie the placeholder. The snap and the kick. And I see a flag over there too, Coach. The field goal's good. The flag coming from over here on the KCU sideline. We'll keep it here, see what the flag is.
Offside. Defense number 4.
Offside's called against Bluefield. It's declined, so with 8:40 to go, your score, that's in the third quarter. Your score is KCU 24, Bluefield 14. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
And we missed a kickoff, but it was caught at about the 20-yard line, and Dekai Chandler brings it across midfield over on the Bluefield sideline. So great field position to start out here for the Rams. And Coach Chandler turned on the jets there and bent it back across the field. He caught it right in the middle of the field and got a whole lot of yards out of that one.
Yeah, going to give the Rams some good field position here. But just to kind of go back for a minute, that last scoring drive, 7 plays, 38 yards. They do a good job of getting that thing in there to pay dirt. It was kind of helped out by the penalty there, the personal foul and push out of bounds. But you take it however you can get it.
Sure.
They're able to capitalize on that penalty and put it in there to cut it to 10. And they got a chance here in the third quarter.
Absolutely. As Hersich hands it off on first down. And getting a few yards here is Tyler Coleman. Give him 3 yards. It's going to be second down, 7 yards to go. And be interesting to see the approach that Bluefield takes here. After KCU puts points on the board, are they content just riding this thing out, or are they going to try to take a shot?
Yeah, it's kind of their MO to take a shot down the field here, and we got press coverage over here on the left, and so that's where he should go with it.
There we go. And it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That's number 5, Nate Monroe. Good pass coverage, but I tell you what, Hersich put that. I've not seen him very much at all be off the money, and that one was a good example. Now, that being said, flag on the play, Coach.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we got a roughing a quarterback call there on the night. So, but man, he just does a nice job of seeing it pre-snap.
Yes, sir.
I no more got it out of my mouth that KCU had lined up in some press coverage, and man, they immediately he went right to his one-on-one over here against Ethan Kelly. So again, we'll kind of see KCU again. They're lined up in that press coverage, no help in the middle of the field. We'll see whether he gives a signal out there to number 5. So
yep.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him take the same shot. All right, so they go with a little smoke combination. Everybody calls that the smoke of the inside fade now. Instead of a little change-up off of it, that's a great call. Instead of just having the outside receiver run the fade, the outside receiver get a little foot fire, and he comes inside, and they use the slot to run the fade right there. They just couldn't quite hook up with it. But they see that one-on-one coverage out there. They're going to try to take advantage of it. And so this time KCU more in a two deep shell look. So expect a run play here or a short pass.
And you see there on the snap, the whistle blows flag on the play, coming from the
flag on the play.
Field judge, Coach.
False start. Everyone except the center.
False start called against Bluefield, so that'll back them up 5 yards, make it second down to 15 yards to go.
Yeah, the old everybody but the center call there.
Yeah.
So that means he forgot to snap the ball.
There you go.
So everybody else was off.
Pretty good indication.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's the only one not moving.
Yeah. So
second down, 15 yards to go. 2-by-2 set for Bluefield. Hersich, I think he tried the hard count there.
Yeah. Two deep shell look for KCU, showing some pressure.
Going to keep it himself, and he's gobbled up in the backfield. He had the option to hand it off, saw the pressure, and succumbed to the pressure, Coach. There was nowhere to go for him.
Yeah, Trent Hill coming in there, kind of getting that thing at the mesh point. There are a lot of ideas on how to play that inside zone read, but you see Trent Hill right here. He's the guy there reading it, and he puts the pressure on that and doesn't allow him to tries to get to that mesh point. He's able to wrap them up for a loss, and that really puts them in a long yardage situation.
Third down and 18 yards to go now for the Rams. Trips to the left. Hersich alone in the backfield, drops back, throwing it over the middle of the field, and it's complete. And bending it back over toward that KCU sideline and into the end zone, waiting on the signal. There it is. Touchdown. That's Nakai Chandler from 18 yards away. No, from 38 yards away, excuse me. 3rd and 18, and he turned it into a 38-yard touchdown.
Yeah, you see on the replay here, they go empty. And Chandler is in he's to the field, the outside receiver to the field, and he just runs an inside post route, and they catch the KCU safety. You're kind of bailing off the hash right there in the middle of the field is wide open, and then once he's got it in his hands, he makes a nice run to the end zone.
The field goal is up, and it's good as well. So with 6:42 to go in the third quarter, your score, Bluefield, Virginia, 31. Kentucky Christian University, 14. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
And the kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. That following a 4-play, 48-yard drive from Bluefield that resulted in a 38-yard touchdown pass completed to Dakai Chandler. And that means your score 31-14 as the KCU Knights looking to come out and answer here after more points on the board from Bluefield.
You know, both times tonight that KCU's cut it to 10, immediately the Bluefield offense has been able to come out and answer. And that's the mark of a good offense. And so they're feeling a little bit of the pressure, and they've answered that call both times.
Motion from right to left from KCU slot receiver. A handoff, though, goes up the middle of the formation to Wilson. He bounces it a little bit outside. Nothing going there. Second down and 10 yards to go.
Yeah, kind of wrapped up there by the interior of that defensive line for the Rams. They've mostly played a 3-down defensive line tonight. They do a good job of mixing around, trying to confuse the blocking scheme. They roll some guys in there late every now and then and give it a 4-down look. So they've done a good job of kind of masking that a little bit.
Two backs in the backfield, a handoff. This time it's going to go to. No, that's Wilson again. I'm sorry. Give him a couple yards here. He was trying to get that sideline and bend it up, not able to really do so, but picked up a few. Third down at about 7.
Yeah, that's been a successful play for them tonight. You're not going to hit it every single time. You know, every now and then the defense makes a nice play, and they did right there. They were able to kind of string that thing out, and the corner and the safety able to kind of support that run from the edge there and didn't let him get to that corner like he'd done a few times earlier tonight.
Third down, 7 yards to go now. Clock down to about 5:20 here in the third. And here we go. Motion again from Morris from right to left. And a fake handoff and a missed opportunity there. Braden Long, the receiver. Ball just a little bit high and off his fingertips, falls incomplete, makes it 4th down.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough catcher. It was a little bit high. Got his hands on it. Maybe could have been caught, but it would have been a nice catch. Would have been a tough catch. But again, really not anywhere else to put it for Baden, but to deliver it right there. So,
that's right.
A quick 3 and out for KCU, and can they protect this punt?
Wolf back deep to return. A high kick is going to be caught at about the 31-yard line. Wolf takes a step back now. Off to the races he goes, gets it across the 45 to 46. And he's forward progress is going to take him to between the 46 and 47-yard line. Brought down there or stopped anyway by several KCU players. And it'll be 1st and 10, Bluefield from their own 44-yard line, excuse me. Nope. They've moved it twice now. We'll wait and see where they put it.
Let's see if they can make up their mind.
There you go. 47-yard line. Okay.
So 17-point lead here. We talked about this was the halftime margin, and we talked about how important it was to kind of stay in touch with them and get a stop, and they were able to do that. So here, we don't let this thing get away. Still at 17, still got a chance, but a big series.
A pass out of the backfield's completed. Shaking off a would-be tackler is Coleman, who is brought down in the backfield. It's going to be 2nd down 13, maybe 14, maybe even 15 yards to go.
Yeah, kind of a planned swing screen the whole way there, and he gets that thing out to Coleman almost like a perimeter run. But the Knights do a good job of stringing it out, keeping him moving toward the boundary and get him out of bounds, and a great play to get him in a 2nd and 15.
2-by-2 set as Hersich throws it to a check down route on the right-hand side, and it's going to be caught. And big yards there. Give him maybe 14 yards. He's close to the first down. I think he's a little bit short, but a big gain there on second down.
Yeah, Rams doing a great job of just kind of taking what's there. You know, KCU kind of getting into this game. If they play press coverage, they're shooting the ball down the field. If they're playing off coverage, then they're throwing a little slant, inside slant, hitting them with that.
Coleman with a handoff. Picks up enough for the first. Give him about 6 yards there. And moving the chains once again.
Yeah, you can almost kind of feel the air coming out of this KCU defense right now. Crowd pretty quiet right now. Everybody kind of just holding on. So
another handoff to Coleman. Another few yards here on first down. I'd say about 6 yards on that carry. And like you mentioned, Coach, it's kind of like like a balloon that's been deflated.
Yeah, Coleman, the last 2 times he's got it up in there, he has just been on the verge of breaking that thing out of there. So we'll keep an eye on that. I think that Ram offensive line starting to get a good push.
Yep.
And he's just been on the verge of taking one to the house.
Hersich throws it to a Jai again, and it's off his fingertips, a screen play over on the numbers over toward that Bluefield sideline. And I tell you what, Hersich, we've talked about it. He's got an arm. He whizzed that one over there. It was off a Jai's fingertips, incomplete.
Yeah, and you've mentioned a couple of times tonight how he kind of drops down, throws that thing a little sidearm. It's almost like a second baseman turning.
That's right. Yes.
Something like that. And he does a good job of getting out there. That was right on the 7. I mean, that ball should have been caught, but wasn't. They had some numbers on the screen, but forced them into a third and medium here.
Trips to the right. That pass is tipped. Somebody got a hand on it. Incomplete. Of somebody. I think the left defensive end there, Coach, reached up, got a hand on that when it goes incomplete, makes it 4th down.
Yeah. I was trying to catch a number there of the guy that got it. I was kind of keeping my eye on him, but he wouldn't turn around for me and give me his number.
Yeah.
But a good job. And that's the problem with that sidearm delivery right there is you set yourself up for a few tip passes, unfortunately. And so good job of getting their hands up. And we're going to try a long field goal here.
Yes, sir. Place kicker Riley Stubbs on, and we've got a timeout called by KCU. With 2:54 to go here, we're going to keep it right here. 2:54 to go here in the third. The score 31-14. And, Coach, I don't think I know I sure didn't expect to see a field goal here, did you?
No, that's a fairly long field goal, talking like 49 yards, kind of depending on where this thing's spotted, either 49 or 50 yards. So that's a long field goal. But I tell you, I did watch him kick a little bit there in warm-ups, and he does have the leg to get this through. Now, it's going to come out a little bit low, so, any of these long field goals have a tendency to come out low because he's got to get some momentum into it. But he does have the leg to kick this. I'm not sure what his long for the year is, but just watching in warm-ups, he's got the distance. The problem will be can he get the accuracy when you get back this far? It's kind of tough. Wind is really still. Flags are not blowing, so that's not a factor.
KCU putting the guy back in the end zone just in case, Coach.
Yeah.
There's the kick. It's up. And it's going to be just a bit short, I do believe, Coach, but it was almost there.
Yeah, he got the accuracy part. He was just a fraction short. Needed maybe one more yard to get it there. A pretty good attempt, but
that's going to leave KCU with some pretty good field position, 1st and 10 on their own 32.
Yep. So a good stop by that KCU defense. We talked about them being able to try to stay in touch and keeping this thing at 17 right now, and they're able to do that. So we'll see if the offense can get it cut back down to 10.
That's right.
2:49 left in the third. Plenty of time in this game remaining.
Coach Aubrey sending his group out, and led by Baden Gillespie. See what they've got cooked up here offensively for this series. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. And a handoff goes to Wilson. He's kind of tripped up. A good hole there, though, to run through. I don't know if someone got a hold of him or what, but he got kind of tripped up after 4 yards.
4 on the play.
Yeah, it was kind of tough to tell. He kind of got up in there and maybe just kind of got caught up on somebody's feet or something and went down. But he did. You're exactly right, Chauncey. He had a nice seam up in there, and that's a good first down run, as we've talked about several times tonight. Getting into that 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 situation is a positive thing for the Knights.
Yes, sir. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson to the left of Gillespie. He's going to take the handoff again, get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. He might have picked up a few inches, but not much.
Yeah, and they keep trying to hammer that ball behind Azubuike there, the H-back.
Yep.
He's done a good job tonight. He's been the catalyst for this running game. He does a good job of leading up in there sometimes, and then does a nice job of cutting off the backside of some of these zone plays. And they've used him a ton tonight in that manner.
3rd down, 6 yards to go now.
Shuffling some offensive linemen in and out right now. They change right tackles for this play, and they put in number 64. I believe that's
Albronda.
Yeah, Logan Albronda.
Gillespie passed just a bit high. You had his guy wide open there. Intended receiver was Javante Anderson. It goes incomplete. Make it 4th down.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the few times we've seen him kind of push the ball down the field there. That was a 15 or 25 yard throw there, kind of in that range, and so, but just overshot a little bit.
We see the punt unit on. Connor Ignacio is the punter. Back deep for Bluefield is number 0. That's Wolf, but got a whistle pre-snap here, Coach. A flag thrown up near the line of scrimmage. We got a false start called against KCU. That'll back them up, make it 4th down and 11 yards to go now. So they're punting now from the 31 instead of the 36.
Yeah, and these punts have been some of the most exciting plays tonight.
Yeah.
They got 10 guys on the line. The Rams doing there, coming after it again.
A high punt is going to drop at about the 39. It's going to be caught by Wolf, and he's hit right at the 40-yard line. Several KCU players down there. Tackle made by number 43. That's Jacob Wright, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. I said the 40. Is that the 30? That's the 35-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, 35.
I was off by 5.
Close enough.
Yeah, thank you.
All good. Yeah, so a good punt there by
Ignacio.
Ignacio, thank you.
Think Nacho Libre. Ignacio.
Close. Okay, I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He has. We've talked about it.
Okay.
Motion to the right, and a handoff goes to number 84. That is Chambers, Gage Chambers, on a jet run. Give him a few yards here on 1st down. Make it 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Clock down under a minute to go here now in the 3rd quarter of play. Bluefield with the football. And again, I'm going to ask the question, are we going to see him take a shot here?
I mean, I think it just depends on the coverage. And if you look out here, you see that they're in press coverage, single coverage out here on the side.
And a whistle as the ball snapped. Do we have a timeout called by KCU?
Timeout. Kentucky Christian.
Yes, sir. With 41 seconds to go in the 3rd, your score, Bluefield 31, KCU 14. On a timeout. We'll be back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professional.
Coming back from the timeout, a one-play
Number 84 with an
62-yard pass is completed for a touchdown to Bluefield's number 84. That is, I'll tell you in just a moment, that is Gage Chambers with the touchdown catch there. And the timeout called by KCU there proved to be beneficial for Bluefield. See the field goal unit on now. Riley Stubbs. His kick is up, and it's good. So with 32 seconds to go now in the third, Bluefield adding to that lead. It's 38-14. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
And we're back here in Grayson. It's 38-14 Bluefield leads. And here we go. A kickoff is going to drop in the end zone for a touchback. Riley Stubbs showing off his leg. And Coach, they attempted that 49-yard field goal, and it was just barely short. And, Coach, I'll be honest with you, the kid can kick.
Yeah, he's got a big leg. You know, he may have just not hit that 49-yard field goal just exactly square, but
sure.
You know, it just came up just a yard short on it, but he pounded another kickoff out of the end zone there. But the big play there is you talked about right before we went to commercial. I was going to take a shot down the field, and I said it would depend on the coverage, and I guess they got the coverage that they wanted there. And you know, anytime KCU's been up, playing some of that press coverage, bringing a little bit of pressure, they've been able to take some shots down the field, and sometimes they've hit and sometimes they haven't. And
that's right.
That one connected.
Gillespie throwing across the middle of the field off the hands of number 84. That is Navari Morris, and the clock will stop at 29 seconds before the end of the third.
Yeah, I kind of had him over the middle there with a little in cut, and just kind of dropped that one and put it on the turf there. And, you know, that KCU offense is going to need somebody to make some plays besides Jamari Wilson.
That's right.
Somebody's got to catch a ball or do something here and try to get themselves back in it. So they're down 24.
On 2nd and 10, Gillespie takes a shotgun snap. This time he's going to hand it off up the middle, and that is Austin Howard on the carry. Who's in and tailback, give him 4 yards, make it 3rd down and 6. Actually, give him 5, make it 3rd and 5. And that will presumably be the last play of offense for KCU here in this third quarter as both teams making their way off. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, your score, Bluefield 38, KCU 14. Back after this for quarter number 4 here on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ, while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
And we're back for quarter number 4 from Grayson. It's Bluefield 38, KCU 14. And KCU with the ball 3rd and 5 on their own 30-yard line. Gillespie takes it, hands it off to Howard. Howard trying to find some room to run. He does, and he's brought down at about the 35, but I see flags flying, Coach.
Yeah, I think we're going to have 2 separate penalties.
I think you're right.
So we'll see what the officials come up with here.
Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. You see on your screen a handoff goes to Howard. The defense getting into the backfield, but he's able to bounce it out and find some yards.
Yeah, he did kind of made that on his own there. Really didn't have anywhere to go. That designed to go up inside, but he's able to kind of bounce it to the perimeter. But unfortunately, I think we may have a couple of penalties on the Knights.
Referee still kind of conferencing there, wanting to make sure they get things right.
I think they're checking with that Bluefield Rams sideline
right
now to see what they want to do, see what their options are.
Clock stopped at 14:53 here, and the officials over on the sideline there, like you said, talking with Bluefield's coaching staff. Here we
There are
go.
2 fouls on the offense. Holding, number 84, penalty is declined.
So holding penalties declined.
Number 83, that penalty is also declined.
Another holding penalty is also declined, making it 4th down. So if they would have accepted one of the holding penalties, it'd have been 4th and attack on 10 from the spot. They elected to go ahead and decline, make it 4th down, and we see the KCU punt team on.
Yeah, so after all that, they end up declining both those, and so going to bring up another exciting play here. You know that Bluefield's going to come after it again. They have all night.
That's right. Wolf back deep to return. You see the pressure. Ignacio with a high punt, and it's going to drop just on the KCU side of the 50, but take a KCU bounce. Now, that being said, you don't see it on your screen, but there's a flag back around Ignacio. I think some contact was made.
Yeah, we'll see whether we get another running into the kicker or actually get a roughing the kicker out of this one.
See 3 Bluefield players that were back there surrounding him.
Yeah, you think about a running into the kicker here is I believe that going to give him enough. It was 4th and 3.
That's right.
Coming into that, so that if that is what it is.
Filling a block below the waist. Receiving team number 14. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
There you go. So an illegal block below the waist. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah. So they get Bluefield for an illegal block there below the waist. You have to keep all your blocks in the front and above the waist on any kicking play. And that's been the rule for many years now. And so can't go low and cut somebody on a special teams play. So don't see that called very often. But KCU, again, will hopefully can take advantage of the fresh set of downs.
It's going to be 1st and 10 now. KCU, they get the ball back here because of the penalty. It's going to be 1st and 10 KCU from their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, presumably that penalty there occurred before Bluefield took possession of the ball.
Exactly, yes. Handoff goes to Howard. He finds a seam, gets through it, picks up about 4 yards here on 1st down. Howard, another hard runner.
Yeah, giving Jamari Wilson a little break here these last 2 series, and they've run Howard a few times. He's up to, I think, 6 carries on the night now. Jamari Wilson already with 30 attempts here just as we get started here in the 4th quarter. 30 attempts for 107 yards. So he's been a workhorse. He needs a little bit of a break.
Absolutely. Going to be 2nd down and 6 yards to go now for the Knights. Gillespie in the backfield. Howard lined up to his right. 2 receivers to the right, also a wing back to the right. 1 receiver out wide to the left. Gillespie takes a snap, hands it again to Howard. Pressure in the backfield, but Howard finds a seam and picks up about 3 more yards. So maybe even 4 yards. It's going to be third down and about 2.
Carry up to the 45. It's going to bring up a.
He gets it up to the 45 now of Bluefield.
Yeah, a couple of nice runs here by Howard, able to put them in a favorable down and distance here for third down. Try to keep these chains moving if they can. KCU only 2 of 11 so far tonight on third down. That's around 18% or so. It would be nice to pick this one up and keep this drive alive.
3rd and 2. Gillespie with 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, wing back to the right. Hands it off to Howard in the backfield. Howard hits the line and dives forward for the first down.
3 straight carries by Howard results in a KCU first down. Some good blocking up front from that offensive line. This point in the game, though, Bluefield they're going to kind of let them slowly take this ball down the field.
Sure.
They're eating a lot of the clock. So the Rams kind of playing a little soft zone right now. They just don't want to give up anything big at this point in the game.
That's exactly right. Gillespie making a signal out to one of his receivers. Now he takes a snap, hands it off again to Howard. Howard falls forward for a pickup of 2, maybe 3 yards. 12 minutes to go in this ball game. It's going to be second down, 7 yards to go now for KCU. Clock down under 12 minutes to go.
We'll bring up a 2nd and 7 to go.
Again, the H-back, Azubuike kind of leading up in there. They're running that power play where the kind of the reverse power we call with the guard kick in, the H-back leading up the hole.
Right.
And he's done that several times tonight. He's going to be as sore and as tired as any of these running backs because he's led the way on a lot of these runs.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
As he does right here again, blocking at the point of attack. He secures the edge and they bring the guard around and try to get a few more yards for our man Austin Howard.
3rd and 6 for KCU. Pickup of a yard there.
Short game. We're looking at about 3rd down and 6 to go.
Waiting to get the play call here from the sideline. The team huddled up. And here we go. Back to the football we go. Gillespie in the shotgun. Howard to his right. Takes a snap and hands it to Howard up the center of the formation again. Howard does a great job there just following the open space and picks up the first down. Give him about 9 yards there, Coach, on that carry. You see on the instant replay.
Yeah, again, following Azubuike set to the left, and they run it to the left, and just an inside zone play. And they do pull the guard there.
Yep.
They use Azubuike as like the trap. We call that a J block, where they're able to kind of get in there and turn that end out. That sends the guard up the hole. Picture Azubuike really just being the fullback, and that says what it amounts to. And he does a good job of kicking that defensive end that gets the guard up in the B gap there, and Howard right behind him for a nice gain.
Under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Another handoff to Howard. Right side, and he's back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Everything just kind of collapsed on him there.
Number 21 again for no gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Either, you might call that a lead zone. Again, Azubuike right at the point of attack, and they're using him as the lead guy there. It might be an ISO play where they're trying to get him up on the linebacker. Pretty similar schematically there.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. 2 receivers out wide to the left. Ball shaded over toward the right side of the field. And another handoff to Howard. Everything collapses, so he's forced to bounce it outside. Back to the line of scrimmage. I see a flag in the backfield, though, Coach.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to get our guy, the H-back we've been bragging on a lot tonight. Azubuike's going to get flagged for the hold here. He's trying to turn that defensive end out, and as that ball bounces, he's not expecting that ball to bounce out there. And so as that end tries to disengage and chase the ball, it's just kind of natural to hang on to him.
That's right.
Repeat first down.
And you are correct. A holding penalty called against KCU, so that backs them up 10 yards. Makes it second down and a long way to go. Second down, 20 yards to go, to be exact.
Yeah, so here's some personnel grouping that we haven't seen a lot of in this game, and that's Austin Howard and Jamari Wilson in the game at the same time together. They take Azubuike out, so they go with kind of a two-back, split-back set, each of them flanked on either side of Braden Gillespie.
Not seen Wilson, so he should have fresh, semi-fresh legs as he takes the handoff and marches it up to the center of the formation. Give him about 4 yards on that one, makes it third down.
Yeah, and they kind of use Austin Howard there as the lead blocker.
Number 17 with a carry up to the 36-yard line. It's going to bring up another third down and long.
2 hard runners.
Yeah, both of them hard, and they come back in new personnel grouping. They're going to take out one of the receivers this time, leave. Now they'll have Azubuike, Wilson, and Howard all in the game at the same time. Play clock down around under 10, though, as they break the huddle.
Here we go. Third down, 16 yards to go. Fake handoff to Howard and a throw over the middle of the field, almost intercepted off the hands of intended receiver Davari Morris and almost into the hands of that safety.
Yeah, really nice idea, a nice concept. They do a good job kind of getting that in between the linebackers and the safety right there, and that had a chance to be a big play. Almost intercepted, right, but not after, but just as it came off of the receiver's hands. That ball's delivered just a little bit lower. That's a completion.
That's right.
Good idea and a good call, well-designed play there. Just slightly off on the execution, just barely.
Makes it fourth down and 16, and the offensive unit staying out.
Yeah, I think they're going to take them a timeout here and see what they can come up with to maybe try to convert a fourth and long or.
Delay of game. Offense number 12. 5-yard penalty.
They went ahead and took the delay of game penalty.
Yeah, they took the delay of game. They're going to run the punting unit out there. A little bit surprised they don't go ahead and go for it down here in plus territory, but
that's right.
Because punting it has been an adventure at times.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We see Ignacio on Wolf back deep to return. Under pressure, he's forced to sprint out. Gets the kick off, though, and it's going to be pretty good field position if you're a KCU fan as that one drops somewhere inside the 10 and takes a roll down to the 1 yard line, maybe the 1.5 yard line. That's where it's going to be down. So a great job there of execution on special teams, given the fact especially that Ignacio was under pressure and forced to sprint out.
Yeah, good decision there. The decision to punt the ball pays off. They execute and getting them pinned down there inside the 5 yard, inside the
about the 1.5,
about the 1.5 yard line. So they got them pinned down in there. So maybe the defense can make something happen here and get the ball back for the offense in some good field position.
Yes, sir. Nathan Hersich and company on here with 98.5 yards to go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I tell you, a lot of times teams coming off the goal line, the first thing they like to do is chuck it deep.
Yes, sir.
You're always wary of that down here on the goal line. A lot of people take one step and throw it up.
And we see something very similar to that, Coach, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I think they had a little miscommunication there. They had two receivers running neck and neck down through the kind of along the numbers on the far side there. I think one of them got their wires crossed there, and they end up with two receivers really in close proximity to each other.
And you can see there after the play, the two receivers having a conversation, tapping each of their helmet like, hey, this sign means this kind of thing, you know.
Yep.
There we go on second down, a handoff. Just barely eking out of the end zone is Cadence Lamp, a 5'10", 190-pound senior running back out of St. Augustine, Florida. his first carry of the ball game, and I think it's going to go down as a loss of about a half yard.
That's going to make it 3rd and 11 here, and we'll see what kind of, on the far side, you've got press coverage. On the near side, we've got some soft coverage.
See a throw downfield. And that one right on the money, but not able to be caught. Good pass coverage from KCU. Falls incomplete. Makes it 4th down.
Yeah, and I think that's Kelly again over there on the coverage. Can't quite pick up the number, but that looks like, just from body language, that looks like Kelly again on the coverage. And he's had his moments tonight. Had an interception early in this game, and he does a nice job running with the deep ball right there. And so they're going to get him off the field. Quick stop, quick 3 and out.
And we got a timeout on the field called by Kentucky Christian University. So with 6:55 to go in the ball game, Bluefield 38, KCU 14. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
And we're back. Both teams making their way back on the field. They kind of cut the timeout short again. We're going to see a punt as Riley Stubbs, place kicker, punter, special teams extraordinaire back in with his heels on the back of the end zone, Coach.
Yeah, it's going to be a short snap. Normally, 13 to 14 yards deep, but here only going to be able to be back about 12.
KCU sending all 11.
Yeah.
And Stubbs able to get that one off. It's going to take a Bluefield roll to the 36-yard line. There wasn't even a guy back deep to return. They were sending everybody.
Yeah, they covered both gunners right there and then put everybody else up. So they had 9, trying to bring 9 in the protection there. The Rams had 2 guys out wide. And do they have a flag back there? Is there a flag laying back there?
I think there is, Coach. I didn't even see it.
I didn't either. I kind of watched after the punt. I watched it roll. So I did not see what happened.
Defense number 6.
Running into the kicker.
Resulting play is first down.
First down, KCU. The penalty declined. Because like we've talked about, that would have been a 5-yarder. It still would have been 4th and 6 from the 5-6 yard line, something like that.
Yeah.
So, KCU football. I'm telling you. Yeah, go ahead.
Third running into the kicker call tonight. That might be an all-time record. I don't think I've seen that called 3 times all year. We've had it 3 times tonight.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. I'm telling you, I don't know that I've ever. But nonetheless.
Yeah.
KCU football. Special team. You talked about special teams coming into being a factor in a football game, and we've seen that quite a bit here tonight.
Absolutely.
That's an often overlooked part of the game, special teams.
Yep.
Low snap, Gillespie sprints out with it, throwing it downfield. And I tell you what, Coach, the receiver had his back turned. Javonte Anderson there.
That might have been a design run, and because of the bad snap, he kind of got to sprint out and then just kind of, at the best, it was an RPO.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you, KCU got away with a few guys down the field. If that had been a complete pass or touch by a KCU player, that there might have been a flag there because they had some dudes down the field. But nonetheless, he did a good job just getting it out of bounds and avoiding the big loss.
There you go. 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Gillespie takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff. Wilson back in the game. He's the ball carrier. Stretching it out to the sideline. Got a couple yards there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7-8 yards to go.
Yeah, again, they've tried to get that edge several times tonight, sometimes successfully and sometimes not as much.
Right.
Jamari up to 31 carries already tonight, 111 yards. He continues to be the workhorse for this KCU offense.
No question about that. He's lined up offset to the right of Gillespie in the backfield. Shotgun snap, a low throw completed out there, a screen play. And close to the first down. We're going to wait and see where it's spotted at. Receiver there, Braden Long. He's got enough for the first, Coach. Give him about 8.5 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, play we hadn't seen tonight. They go with the tunnel screen.
Yeah.
All those interior linemen kind of on a 1-2 punch and go, and they get out there and try to create a little interference for Mr. Long there, and he scoops it up. Really nice catch.
Yes, sir.
Way down low, and did a nice job getting his hands underneath the ball, and so they convert a first down and keep this drive alive.
Absolutely. Gillespie takes a snap, hands it to Wilson again. He drives up into the middle of the formation, picks up a yard, falls forward for a yard.
With a short gain of 1 yard on the play.
Makes it 2nd and 9. Go ahead.
Yeah, and there's that same B-gap counter power that we've seen so many times tonight. Again, that's a play that's going to be hit or miss. That's just kind of the way that play always goes. You get it blocked up sometimes, but it's difficult to do over and over, and so I don't get much of it there. But it's a play that you can kind of count on not to have a lot of lost yardage on it. So you at least get that thing back by blocking down. You try to limit any kind of run-throughs and negative plays, and if you get it blocked up just right, you can catch a seam and get some good positive yards out of it.
Absolutely. On 2nd down, Gillespie sprints out to his left. As a receiver, it's caught down to about the 5-yard line. That receiver is waiting to get a number. That's Javante Anderson out there, Coach, making that catch.
Yeah, they do a nice job. Javante does a nice job of running kind of the curl route. They sprint this thing out to the left. Again, Baden, a left-handed thrower, and he hits him on the curl. We've seen that several times tonight. And, again, some positive yards as Baden completes his 5th pass of the night.
1st and goal from the 6, a handoff to Wilson. He's trying to stretch that thing out there. Gets it inside the 5-yard line on he dives down inside the 5-yard line, picks up a couple yards anyway.
I misspoke there. That was Baden's 6th completion of the night. I forgot about the little screen pass.
Yep, just a moment ago,
So that makes him 6 out of 14 for 88 yards as the Knights are kind of in around the 5 and knocking on the door.
2nd and goal now from the 5. Clock down to 3:14 and still rolling in this ball game. KCU looking to end the game on a high note offensively, knocking on the door of the end zone here on 2nd down. Fake handoff and a throw into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown KCU with 3:01 to go. Receiver there is Davari Morris on the 5-yard touchdown grab. And, Coach, you see there on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay, a big toss and catch from Gillespie to Morris.
Yeah, little power RPO there. That's the same little power plate they've been running. This time Braden pulls it out of there, and nice completion in the end zone as he beats Braxton. I had the name there. As he beats the last name Braxton there on the coverage for the Rams.
Ignacio's kick is up, and it's good as well. So with 3:01 to go in the ball game, your score: Bluefield 38, Kentucky Christian University 21. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
With 3:01 to go, your score, Bluefield 38, KCU 21. And a squib kick up the middle of the field is fielded at around the 30-yard line. That's Wolf again. And he brings it back up across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. That's where Bluefield will take over with 2:56 to go in the ballgame. A 17-point lead for the Rams.
An impressive drive there from the KCU offense. They go 7 plays, 36 yards, and they end it with the nice RPO or play action there.
Sure.
Kind of hard to tell, but they do pull the guard, and they give that same power action, and it really fools that Ram defense. And a nice ball from Baden gets them in the end zone.
Hersich with a handoff on first down. That one goes to number 3. That's Cadence Lamp. His second carry of the ball game, give him 4 yards, makes it 2nd down and 6 to go. Gets it out to the 48-yard line.
The Rams just in mode here of trying to kill this clock and get out of here at this point. They have the game. It's been a good football game tonight. The Knights have fought to the bitter end.
Sure.
They, just as you mentioned earlier, they've put some points on the board, and it's been a good showing for the Knights tonight. But the Rams just trying to kill this last 2 minutes and get out of here. Ooh.
And the quarterback exchange there kind of bobbled, and Hersich falls on that one in the backfield for a loss of about 4, maybe 5 yards.
Yeah, Hersich kind of mishandles the snap there, and it goes on the ground. He does the smart thing of just diving back on it.
Down under 2 minutes to go now in this ball game. 3rd down and 11 for Bluefield.
Yeah, unfortunately, KCU out of timeouts. So
that's right.
Unable to stop the clock right here, but we'll see whether the Rams elect to put it in the air here on 3rd and long.
Another handoff to Lamp and a pickup of a couple. 4th down for the Rams. 4th and about 8, maybe 9 yards to go. We'll say 4th and 8. And I think we're going to see the punt team back on.
Yeah.
I see Stubbs making his way on. That's the punter. So it's Casey, you're going to get one more shot at the end zone here, Coach, with not much time in the ball game.
Yeah, just not able to stop the clock, so they're able to use a lot of time right there. They just go 3 straight runs, so they don't stop the clock, and they don't need any more points necessarily to win the game. Just kind of need to get this clock out.
That's right.
And so that's what they're doing, especially with KCU out of timeouts.
Stubbs punt, low line drive kick, going to drop at the 31. Take a Bluefield bounce down to about the 22-yard line. That's where KCU will take over with 38 seconds to go in the ball game.
Ball down to the 23-yard line.
We'll get one more look at this KCU offense here. As they'll move to 1-8 on the season, 1-3 in conference play. Bluefield improves their record to 500. They'll be presumably they'll be 4-4 on the season, 2-2 in conference play. And it's 1st and 10 KCU here. Do we see them take a shot here?
I don't know what they'll do here. They might go with the screen or something here.
Handoff goes to number 46. That is Marcus Ross Jr. Give him a couple yards on 1st down.
Number 46.
And that will probably be the last play of this football game, as the clock now down to 19 seconds and rolling. We'll wait and see, though. Offense staying out. Are they going to try to run one more, Coach?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to get one more off. They're signaling one in here, but now I think they've shut it down. I think I saw him just gave him the signal to not to run it. So that's going to do it.
Yes, sir. So the buzzer you hear in the background means your final score of this ball game: Bluefield 38, KCU 21. We're going to step out, take a break. We'll be back for the post-game show. You don't want to miss that. We'll go over tonight's stats and tell you what's up next for both of these teams. We've got a whole lot more to come here on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall in the bluegrass, days at the track, gnats on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
And we're back in Grayson as the Knights of KCU fall to the Bluefield Rams by a score of 38-21. But Coach, some positives coming out of this one. Number one, 21 points. That's the high point total per game this season for KCU.
Yeah, you got to look at that as a positive. You know, they come in here and put 21 points on the Rams, and they didn't play awful defensively either. You know, they gave up a special teams touchdown. They gave up one short, really quick touchdown right before the half. Other than that, they made the Rams earn it a lot tonight offensively for them. But it was good to see KCU able to move the ball. They go 5 out of 15 on third down, so they had able to keep some drives alive. They ran 66 total offensive plays tonight, so that's keeping them on the field. We talked about
Sure.
it. The way to keep this thing close was to keep the offense out on the field. They dominated the time of possession with 41 minutes time of possession, so those are all positive things. Jamari Wilson goes 34 carries for 115 yards, and he's the kind of the backbone, as you called it. I like the way you put that, the backbone of this offense, either faking the ball to him and able to get a few slants and things down the field, or handing the ball off to him,
Right.
letting him do his thing and follow his blockers and do some stuff. So a lot of positives, I think, come out of this game for the Knights.
Absolutely, Coach. I mentioned the final score of the ball game was 38-21, and I'll tell you real quick how we got there with our scoring summary. I'm going to try to anyway, if I can get it pulled up here. First score of the ball game came with 5:28 to go in the first quarter of play. It was a Bluefield touchdown after a blocked punt, 17-yard touchdown returned by Elijah Paget. That made the score 7-0 with 5:28 to go in the first. Again in the first quarter, with 44 seconds to go, a 17-yard touchdown pass from Hersich to George Adjai. And Riley Stubbs PAT made it 14-0 at the end of one. KCU on the board first in quarter number two. Jamari Wilson with a 13-yard touchdown run. Connor Ignacio with a PAT that made it 14-7. Bluefield up by 7. And then a quick answer from Bluefield, a 29-yard field goal. KCU held them out of the end zone, but after a 5-play, 57-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock, Riley Stubbs from 29 yards away made it 17-7 with 9 minutes to go in the second. Again, Bluefield with 7 more points on the board, 24-7 after a George Adjai touchdown catch from Nathan Hersich and a Riley Stubbs PAT with 47 seconds to go before the half. That capped off a 3-play, 63-yard drive that took 23 seconds off the clock, and that was your score at halftime, 24-7. In the second half, 3 scores came in the third quarter, one of them from KCU, 2 from Bluefield. KCU was on the board first in the second half. A 5-yard touchdown run from Jamari Wilson and an Ignacio PAT, that capping off a 7-play, 38-yard drive that took 4:29 off the clock, made the score 24-14. And then with 6:42 to go in the third, a 38-yard touchdown pass from Hersich to Dekai Chandler made it 31-14. And then with 32 seconds to go in the third quarter of play, Gage Chambers catches a 62-yard touchdown pass from Nathan Hersich, making it 38-14 at the end of 3. And then only one score in the fourth quarter. That one came from the KCU Knights, a 5-yard Baden Gillespie touchdown pass to Davari Morris, and that made it 38-21, and that was your final score of this ball game. We're going to step out, take a break. We'll come back, have a look at tonight's offensive stats for both teams, and we'll tell you what's up next for the KCU Knights and the Bluefield Rams. Don't want to go away. Back after this on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
And we're back in Grayson. Final score of this one, 38-14. We took a look at the scoring summary. Coach, let's take a look at some offensive stats real quick.
All right, we'll take a look at KCU first. They can 18 first downs tonight, which is a nice offensive output. They're 5 out of 15 on third down, 33%. They stay on the field for 66 plays, 238 yards. They net 93 yards in the passing game, and so a nice output for Mr. Gillespie on that. Net yards rushing, 154 on 51 attempts, so heavy in the run game tonight. Average rush of only 2.8 yards per play, and which is not what you'd like to see. So go over to the other side for the Rams. 13 first downs, 9 of those passing. They go 4 of 11 on third down, 36%, 45 plays for 326 yards, 7 yards per play. They net 279 passing yards, 15 out of 26 for Mr. Hurstich, as he does a good job tonight. We talked about his big play capability, and again, 15 out of 26, netting 279 yards. He did have 2 interceptions. They only run the ball 19 times for 47 yards, and And that's kind of look at the quick offensive stats for both teams. Oh, it looks like Coach Aubrey making his way up the press box, maybe to give us a quick word. So we'll hang on for that, Chance.
Yes, sir. All right, were you done going over the offensive stats? You
Yeah.
keep rolling there.
No, it's all good. I wasn't sure what you was pointing at there at first.
Yep. I just didn't want you to cut us short.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, Coach.
How we doing?
I'm doing all right. Hey, didn't quite go our way, but I think a lot of positives to take out of this game tonight. Just maybe talk about Jamari a little bit. 34 carries, 115 yards. Shows a lot of guts running up and carrying the mail 34 times.
Jamari he's a tough kid, and he's doing it for us right now. And we, a couple weeks ago, we looked at what we have, and what we want to do is a little different than what we are doing right now, because we have to be smart and do what we can do to move the ball. Mm-hmm. And we asked Jamari, hey, we need you to carry the ball.
Yeah.
And he's being the guy that he's our workhorse right now. And our guys up front, it's tough because you want to talk about Jamari, because he's carrying the rock an awful lot, but those guys up front, the thing that I can say about them is they are improving so much. Yeah. And it's been such a difference from the beginning of the season to now. Being able to execute the plays that we've been working on for so long, and I'm very proud of them. Obviously, the outcome is not what we want, mm-hmm. but if you looked at our team 2-3 weeks ago, mm-hmm. and then look at us now, we improve week to week to week, and that's what we want to do right now.
Yeah, well, just kind of like what you said, 21 points is the highest point total of the season, so you get some output on that. And we talked about before the game, one of the things you need to do to stay in the game is to run some plays and mm-hmm. convert on third down. You get 5 out of 15 on third down for 33%, 66 total plays, dominate the time of possession, 41 minutes on offense, and so those are all good things offensively, like you talked about.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to shorten the mm-hmm. game right now. Absolutely. Because we play a team like Bluefield. What do they want to do? They want to put the ball up in the air, and they want to make big plays. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, they did make a couple big plays tonight. But the thing that we talked about before the game too was we can't make mistakes. Mm-hmm. And the first possession we come out, we make a huge mistake, mm-hmm. get a punt blocked. Mm-hmm. They go in 7-0, and now we're playing behind the 8 ball right away. And that's where we're a young team. We're trying to figure things out, and we just need to not make mistakes.
Right.
So if we don't make that mistake, we go in at halftime and it's an even ball game, mm-hmm. and they haven't been able to make those big plays because, we've dominated the time of possession.
Right.
We're well within our game plan. We're doing exactly what we want to do. And we're taking them out of their game plan.
Absolutely. Yeah,
and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, just like you talked about, you get the block punt that goes for a touchdown early, and then right at the end of the half, they have the very short 3-play, 63-yard drive. Yes. Only takes 23 seconds. You take those two things out of it, and it's an even ball game. It's an even ball game at the half. And the special teams, a lot of people talk about. It takes a lot of depth. It takes a lot of players to be able to execute consistently on special teams. So I'm sure that's something that you look forward to getting as you get more guys in.
And that's the thing that I was just going to say too. Right now we're so thin. Right now we've had so many little things, little injuries here and there, and we've got guys standing on the sideline that can't play for us right now, and we've got a small roster right now, and we need to get a year of recruiting underneath our belt. Yeah. Once we get that year of recruiting underneath our belt, it's going to be, and I always tell people, and this isn't a cut to our guys right now, but look at us a year from now.
Right.
Absolutely. A year from now, you take a look at us, and you're going to see a total different team. And like I said, I'm not trying to knock my guys right now because they're busting their butt and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but they understand the process as well.
Absolutely, no doubt. 38 points. They come in, Bluefield coming in averaging over 40 points a game, high-powered. And really, I thought the defense played pretty well for the most part. They limit them very, very limited in the running game. I think they go maybe about 19, almost 20 carries, 19 carries for 47 yards. So they do a good job of kind of making them one-dimensional and play the deep ball pretty well. Kelly comes up with a nice
huge
interception.
Yeah, absolutely.
To set them up.
So, and that's what our guys, our young guys, sometimes don't understand. You have to play the game. You have to the ebb and flow of the game, and you have to take when we get a huge play like that, we have to capitalize on it.
Absolutely.
And if we don't, and we make a mistake, then we lost that opportunity. And that's what football is.
Right.
Football is just a bunch of opportunities, and if you don't execute in that time, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win the ball game. And that's young guys. Limited roster and everything, and these are not excuses. It's just what we have right now,
Right.
And so, but I told them at the end of the game here, extremely proud of them. But we did, and I said we made too many mistakes,
right,
and they all know it.
Yeah.
But they do also know that they are improving, and they played a pretty good game.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say a good game. I would say a pretty good game because we did make mistakes, and that's not what we want to do.
Well, a lot of positives to come out of the game. The kids played extremely hard from the kickoff to the end of the game. There was never any quit. Played hard the whole way.
Absolutely.
So a lot of positives and
absolutely.
A lot of lessons to be learned, and you got another week of practice and get ready for next week.
That's what I said too. The best thing about football is you got next week.
That's right.
Next week, let's improve on what we just did, and go to the next week. And unfortunately, it's Reinhardt.
Yeah.
But let's get better.
Right.
We got another week of practice.
Yep.
Let's get better.
Yep.
So that's what we're
us.
going to do.
Yep.
Exactly. All right.
Coach, thanks for the time.
Yes, sir.
Sure appreciate it. We'll
Absolutely.
see you next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate it.
That was KCU head football coach, Mr. Jason Aubrey. Big thank you to him for coming up and having a word with us here in the post-game show. Coach, I think that's going to do it for our post-game show. You covered the stats. We've gone over the scoring summary, heard from Coach Aubrey, a class act as always, and that's going to do it, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I love his outlook. I haven't had a chance to visit with him much, but I love his outlook.
Yes.
Hey, it's about us. We're going to do the things we can to get better, and understanding that we've got some limitations right now, and going to improve that with recruiting. And it is not a slight to any of the guys on the roster right now, but he's trying to do what is necessary each week in the game plan to win the game. And so, like you said, may not be what he wants to do in the future, but it's what we got to do right now.
Absolutely. A big thank you to Coach Brent Terry, as always. Makes me sound like I know what I'm doing. Also, a huge thank you to Jeff Irwin, and his whole family's here. His wife, Rachel, daughters, Emmy and Sarah, and his in-laws, mother-in-law, father-in-law, Roger and Rhonda. And you may not hear them on here, but they're the ones keeping this thing going. Camera work, production, everything. Top of the line. You won't find any better than the Irwin family. No question about that. That's going to do it for this broadcast. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Chauncey Griffith. For Brent Terry, good night and God bless.
Thank you for watching another KCU Knights football broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky Christian University football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.